here for Carolina Royal Ravens. 8-3, and on the other side, you're on a 3-game skid. Well, if you're 12th in both of those categories, probably not good because we have 12 teams in our league.
Okay.
It's true. Yeah.
We got the stream up. Now we just got to tweet it out.
He's been crushing it.
Yeah,
but honestly,
We got ourselves some Call of Duty going on today, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Thieves coming up after this match. The Surge versus the Ravens. Then we got the Thieves going up against the Miami Heretics.
First time we've seen him really consistent in a long time across modes. Is he going to be that consistent respawn guy, or is he going to be back to like, I'm going to take over and search and destroy? But at least he'll have that, because there were stretches where I didn't know what the hell we were going to get.
Not sure.
There were years, but his confidence seems to be flowing in search. But right now, the confidence all.
I don't know if I should tweet from my phone or if I should tweet from my computer.
Bomb getting planted now for Surge.
I think I'll see based on what pictures I can post here.
The hot hand from map 1 gets ripped out of it. All onto TJ. Yeah, he's been phenomenal. Best of luck with this one. Knock, knock. Who's there? Well, TJ's dead.
Yeah, Destiny. Sometimes I miss Nasty too. Nasty's a good dude. He's a nice guy for sure.
I love that from Surge. They just stay very patient. When you're in a 3 versus 4 on a map play vault, normally you try to get active if you're the defenders. They do. They get caught again. So 2 versus 4, you work the bomb. Just a nice round there. But yeah, the kill from Abuza gets them going.
Well, Abuza and the boys chatting through stuff. And as much as they've been struggling, like, I mean, I'm happy he's like Hixie back. Like, I always felt like him exiting was weird, you know, just.
That's when he's second at champs?
Yeah, get second at champs, and then you're just gone. I mean, I don't know what's crazier, that or like Caprisa winning it off the team, but like second and out of the league is kind of insane. Just obviously not the best spot right now. He says hello, and Gwyn gets the kill. They'll play with numbers this time, but not for long. Abuza is shooting.
Yeah, honestly, I think I agree. I think we would still have them as well if it weren't for Scrap and Hydra being available. I actually really liked that roster. They started to perform really well together. And obviously getting second at EWC was solid. I don't think anybody really anticipated that out of them, so that was really cool. But I mean, when you have both Scrap and Hydra on the market and you have the opportunity to take them, you have to. You absolutely have to. But Joe is popping off. Joe is playing great. I think Nasty is honestly playing pretty well for himself. I know Vancouver now is not maybe doing the best, but I feel like he's been playing pretty solid from what I've seen. Looks like he's got a mustache now. I hadn't seen that yet. I need to tune into the matches a little more than I have, but I mean, he's looked pretty solid every time I've watched him, so I'm really happy for him. Kremp has had his ups and downs, but he's had some good moments as well. I mean, New York just isn't playing the way I would think they were expecting, or the way anybody was expecting, to be honest. Sib has been super inconsistent. That's obviously going to hurt you a lot when he's kind of like your star AR player.
Best of luck with that.
There are 3 rabbits.
Yeah.
Not going to happen there. But yeah, they're just dominating early in these rounds. This Vancouver Surge, especially on attack. They're right there, but yeah, multiple players who don't have deaths.
Also, Destiny, I think I might stream the Valorant match tonight as well. But if I do, I think I'll switch to Twitch. I think I would have to.
Doing great stuff right now in the Surge.
I think I would have to switch to Twitch. Just because they play on Twitch anyway. I don't know how it works when it comes to like watch partying that. This is pretty easy because I just put it up on YouTube and we run it. But with the stream on Twitch, I don't know, and with it being Riot and all that stuff, I don't think it's really a problem, but it's a little different. So, but I do plan on streaming that as well, because I think it'll be cool to stream that as well. And we are Thieves Talk, so we should be covering more than just Call of Duty.
We saw it in round 1. As soon as you get first blood, it feels like you have to get active. You're the defenders, and Hixie's starting to hit. He's going to turn this into 2-on-2. Bomb being planted at A for TJ and Gwyn.
You got to win this one, or they are at risk of getting blown off this map. Gwyn just playing from the bomb heady. You see TJ's position here right outside of the site. Here's the chow from Hixie. He gets some good damage into him.
Sorry, I'm just trying to get this tweet up.
4 going to get dropped, and finally Carolina get around win. This time they're able to work behind the first blood, although Hixie made it a little interesting.
No, it doesn't. I mean, Hixie takes the long route, right? Goes all the way through the other side of the map, hits the doors, and has a one-on-one versus TJ. He wins that. They pinch Gwyn. It might be over, but a great win there out of TJ. As yeah, this is not the easiest gunfight in the world, and I mean, Hixie was snapping right there, and then picks up the final one from Gwyn. So nice run there for Carolina to bounce back.
Now can they string together a couple? Gwyn, what a delight he's been added to the league as the last year. The guy's been a monster.
Why is there not?
Continue behind the hot start they've had this year. Right now, can they just continue in the search for destroy? It's a quick plan in for Surge. So it'll be a 4-on-4 retake now, and they might have swing quickly.
Yeah, it's going to be a fast reaction. They all hit catwalk. Did Carolina to take that away. Number 3 all the way in the back is nasty. 1-for-1 so far.
Well, nice nade from Hixie. TJ had nowhere to go. Gwyn trying to give him a chance here. Wins it through the door. 2v2, but it was a fast plan, so time's dwindling. 25 seconds to go. Back to full health, and you got to try to make a play. Hixie playing around bomb. Gwyn with 3 to the backside. Abuza's going to get caught. 2-on-1 now. Their chance to bring one back. All on Hixie now to clutch. Can he get it done? Nades in, dodges both, swings out. There's one. Second one, not able to drop, but he gets it.
Ooh, it's close.
Like 0.2, I think, left on the clock.
That's the difference.
Now it's Ravens making the plays.
And
0.3.
That was actually, you know, we saw that kill from Gwyn's point of view, that second one. Vivid's chasing him the whole time, right? He's working back towards you. So they're able to find him. And then, yeah, 11 seconds there for Hixie to try to win that one versus 2. There's just not a lot of room
don't
to
have the
work
thumbnail, so
in
I
that
can't
bomb
post
site.
the
He gets
thumbnail
the
on
first,
there.
and then
I
it's
don't
just,
know if that really matters,
picks
though.
the correct
To be
side, hits a
honest.
slide, might be the difference maker.
Yeah, well, when the nades miss, I was like, he's got a chance. Like, just swing on one, and can you finesse for a couple seconds? But, well, a couple
Of course, they're
seconds is an
doing
eternity,
yard work right
especially
now.
with Omni movement.
Yeah, 100%. It is. Especially that bomb site. It is a very long time.
Well, Ravens were in a big hole. They brought it back. Slasher, who's been a terrific search and destroy player, not going right now. He's 0-5, still looking for his first.
We got the tweet out. We're chilling now.
Well, they go vault here, but Slasher's worked up the B streak so quickly.
Destiny, are you
They
in
might
the
try to wrap
Discord?
bomb out that way, and
Are
that's
you in
gonna
the
be it,
Are
right?
you
So
in
he
Thieves
just
Talk Discord?
plays on that side of the map, and is like, hey guys, I'm not seeing a whole lot. Nobody's really shooting at me. I'm at to be bomb. B bomb planted.
Plan in. Now can they tie us up?
Should I be like
Gets us to 3-3.
adding to
Here's
the
4-on-4
Discord that I'm
retake
live?
now for Vancouver Surge as they start to swing. TJ goes 1-for-1. Oh, Vivid pops up and nearly gets fried. Abuza. Now his turn to check. 04 is able to pick up one. One player to clear. Vivid
2v2.
able to get it. 04 has the trade, but Gwyn got the damage in.
He's not going to check this. Hasty just hops it right away. I mean, the
W.
fact
Hixie?
04 gets another one there is huge, and that just slows it down, right? Because Gwyn is thinking 04, there's going to be a very quick trade on me, but they have no info.
I'm so ready
That's the
for
type of player Hixie is.
this match
You know
today.
what, go for it. It's this gunfight right here. He's weak, and Vivid just doesn't react at all.
Well, yeah, Vivid's weak too, I think, but like.
I'm so ready for this match
He
today.
just got across there. He
We
had
need
to
a
have been
we need a big
0
win
XP. Well, not 0, obviously, but
out of the
he was
Thieves
so
today.
tagged up, nearly fried on
That,
the by Gwyn.
That series the other day
That's one way to kind of stop
was
the
not
bleeding.
ideal.
A little bit of trouble.
And
give
then
up
you add
back-to-back
on
rounds.
that the Thieves kind of got stomped in scrims.
Wins a fight. Slasher
Really not
shuttles on
looking
the other
great
side continue.
for
See
them.
the first blood now in this
So
one. Right out
would
the
love to
window
see a
again.
bounce back series today. Get us kind of back in the swing of things. Get the rhythm back. Maybe figure out our hard point just a little
Last
bit.
time TJ kind of solo chow, got caught with a nade.
We never saw him, but he is going to get a freebie, so he's able to get through.
His eyes on another one.
Nasty. Yeah, I mean, this has been all
That's
about
what I
the
would like to
retakes
see.
from both both of these squads, and here's going to be another one.
I think Hydra needs to kind of find his rhythm as well. I think him and Envoy have not been meshing as well as everybody would have hoped, at least up to this point. So we'll see if they can kind of find their groove, find their rhythm on hardpoint, because I think hardpoint is the worst, like the worst flow so far from what I've seen. Their control seems fairly cohesive, and then their search has looked pretty solid. So I mean, outside of them throwing away the map the other day, but their S&D has looked pretty solid. So we really just need that hard point to get back to where it was at. I think the league removing Rewind kind of hurt the Thieves a little bit. They had that map on lock. That was their map, and then all of a sudden it's out of the map pool. So kind of is what it is. Gotta move on from that and another map that you can play that way. And so far, I don't know if the Thieves have really found that. I think Protocol has been the Thieves' best hardpoint map, from what I've heard and from what I've seen, which is kind of interesting because that's a map that I feel like they wouldn't like as much, maybe. Like, call me crazy, but I feel like they wouldn't like that map as much. Maybe it's good for Hydra, though, because he's able to get active a little bit more. Envoy's able to hit some pretty solid routes. So, you know, maybe that's why it benefits them more. And then, I mean, Ghosty just seems to run top blue every time he's up there. He's always doing really well. So they must kind of vibe with Protocol. But
they're just staying very patient. Like that second kill we saw
this series, let me double check the maps on my phone here.
I mean, if he's running around,
this series we have Vault Hardpoint, I believe, is map 1. Then I want to say it is Protocol Protocol Search, and then after that it's Triple Hossies, I believe.
The car's gonna get ripped off the map. TJ, chance for another one here. Not gonna happen.
Yeah. Vault map 1 hardpoint, which I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I tweeted it out saying, like, you know, hardpoints haven't really been our strong suit, so I don't know. But
defenses continue.
I think Vault is probably one of the better hardpoint maps. So I think we could be all right. And then Protocol, I think we've looked pretty good on Protocol for all game modes from what I remember. And then
three other players left.
Hossie, we looked pretty solid in the control against Optic, which I think Optic is better than the Heretics. So we should be able to close out a control map. And then hardpoint, I think that's Optic's best map, it seems like. So I don't think that's a great judge for us to see how the Thieves look on Hossie. And then I don't think we'll get to it. I hope we don't get to it. The Hossie search, we looked good on it for the first 6 rounds, and then we kind of threw it away. So should be an interesting series for sure. I think there's a chance this could be a little more competitive than what we were expecting.
They hit their shots. They're just hitting headies. he got evaporated.
I love this. The Thieves just released a master schedule for all things Thieves, which is really cool, actually. That's nice because a lot of times I get lost trying to figure out what's the best place to find where all the Thieves teams play. And the Thieves play NRG at 2 p.m. today? I thought it was later than that.
It's a forward, the first blood. TJ
Oh,
gets zapped again.
Oh, no.
Right? There's been players crossing back to B. There was a player top cat. It's just some bad timings for TJ. Now
yeah, Destiny, you were being bounced in the comment section. I had people on my Johnson. I had people on my Johnny. I don't know what I did. I never even said anything bad about Optic. I was just mad we lost.
We talk about with this guy and was able to play his life.
It is what it is, I guess, you know. Whatever.
The player came in right under his crosshair, but
Looking like this series should be tied up here. Yep. 1-1. But yeah, I don't know what I said or what I did to get everybody's panties in a twist, but Optic fans did not like me, and I never said anything bad about Optic. Not one thing. So, whatever. You know, it is what it is.
Maybe, you know, be a little bit more patient, see if you can get a first blood.
I had my back and forth with him in the comment section, but I think at this point, probably get people just kind of trolling me in the comment section. I'm just gonna troll back.
Worst case, like, you hope it comes down to time. I know there's the one round that came down to,
I can't let that shit get to me, you know.
Weren't that crazy? Like, they were just getting picked and shut down. Plenty of time for the defuse. Like,
04, 11-6. Okay, he was cooking. Gwen was 10-7.
No, there really wasn't.
I know the map's not that large, so it plays pretty quick, but I don't know.
Dude, I think
on Surge or something.
And then props to Surge. Yeah, 04 drops 11. They were just great patient plays.
I'm gonna check my
on their side in those retakes. You know,
I'm gonna check my
you know, that 3 versus 4 round they were able to get. So it's just intelligence.
my fantasy teams, because I've been forgetting to do that. The last couple days, I've been forgetting to do that.
He was doing stuff in the early round, but
I have one that actually kind of matters, and in that one I'm 3-1, so I'm kind of happy about that. It's mainly the blaming chance thing. I know, and I don't understand why. Like, I was just joking. Like, I was being over dramatic.
Thank you very much, Maven and Merc, and I want to ask you two, what happened to Carolina?
So on my money league team, I have Abizi, Abuza, Kleenex, and Ghosty. And then Rancor is on my bench.
And the only reason I say that is because in the first 3 rounds of that search
And
destroy, Carolina had 2
I mean, honestly, I've been really tempted to put him in over Abuza, because all of his stats are better than Abuza's. All of his stats are better than Abuza's. But I feel like it sounds crazy to say that I'm not going to play Abuza. If I were going to do that, I probably should have done it by now. All of the other leagues that I'm in, I'm 2-2. But in the money league, I'm 3-1, which is nice. I should see kind of how I'm looking in my matchup right now, if I'm able to see that.
So for Vancouver, this is kind of what we expected. Like, you're not going to be the greatest hardpoint team. Can you win searches first? That hasn't been the case.
Oh, I'm playing my brother this week. Oh, and he's getting cooked. My brother is getting cooked.
Really strong game from Hicksy.
I'm playing. Here, I'm gonna show y'all this. I'm playing my brother this week. He is getting cooked so far. Simp Sib. I mean, I guess he hasn't had anybody play yet. I've had other people play, because this is only from this week, right? It's not from last week. It's only a 1-week thing. But I mean, he has Simp. I have a BZ. I think Kleenex is playing better than Envoy, probably. Paul X, I think Ghosty will probably do better than Paul X. And then Abuza over Sib. Kind of just depends on how Sib shows up. But we'll see how it goes after the Thieves series, because then Zach, my brother, will get one player under his belt. So we'll see.
You have Slasher going on like this wide pinch. He's going to go around. Sorry for my drawing there. He's going to try to find one and pinch simultaneously when he has his.
But hey, I'm happy that in the money league is where I'm doing the best. That's what matters.
As they spawn, just a standard pinch. We all know how to do this. This is how you want to communicate it, how you want to set it up. But it's what happens afterwards. So Vivid finds that first kill. You can see on the mini.
How's everybody doing today, though? I haven't asked. I've kind of just been yapping. How's everybody doing on this fine Friday?
They have not killed Hicks.
We got ourselves the Thieves match coming up.
Here, so he knows there's going to either be players trying to wrap all the way around and repinch.
It's almost 2 o'clock my time.
Here, so he's going to turn around,
almost 1 o'clock for anybody on Pacific time.
And this is the high level play. Like, this is the communication. We know that there's a
what have y'all been up to today? If it's later in the day, or even if you just got up earlier in the day.
All the way back garage. So he repositions, finds 2 more kills, gets another one to give them full control of this hill where they get a big chunk of time and end up winning this map. So great plays, communication.
I so far have basically just showered and ate and then got on stream. I laid in bed for a while. I've been so addicted to Balatro that I was watching Balatro videos. I basically have to watch a Balatro video in the morning before I can get up and function.
Will they take the next respawn? All of us
got Hacienda Control coming up. Okay.
The upset story though. How does Vancouver take 2 more in the remaining 3?
I'm glad you asked, because the fact that this is Hacienda is good for Vancouver.
I feel like Hacienda Control actually hasn't played that bad so far.
It's been kind of 50-50.
Am I crazy? Am I not a ball knower?
So maybe they try and add Hacienda to their map pool. So this is going to be kind of a test for Vancouver Surge and see if they.
I feel like Hacienda has been fun to watch, and maybe that's just the nostalgia of the Black Ops 4 season. I would love to see some more Black Ops 4 maps into the rotation. Arsenal would go crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh, hey guys, we're back.
What else? What else? I mean, I personally, I liked Seaside. I did like Seaside. I know a lot of people don't necessarily like Seaside from Black Ops 4, but I did. I thought it was a cool map. It was very aesthetic for sure. I mean, again, I'm not a professional player, so like some of the reasons I enjoy the map are maybe different than why pros would enjoy or dislike the map. But I think Arsenal coming back would be good no matter what. I think Arsenal was a great hardpoint map. I think it was a great search map, and I think it was a great control map. So it would fit perfectly in this game. It's just a matter of if they actually decide to bring it back or not.
Yeah, I mean, it's a harder role early in a title too.
Come on, Abuza, I need you to cook, brother. I need you to cook.
Yeah, you learn timings better.
That thing is gross.
No, it is. It's disgusting.
I need Abuza to get me some points so I can beat up on my little brother.
See how this control will play out, though. 1-1 tie. This will be the swing game for the advantage. Gwen looking to hit on the nade.
Slasher was somebody I had thought about picking up as well, because Slasher's played pretty well this year.
Vivid. And Gwen there, though, to pick up the scraps, and they'll be right on the point. You got a 3-stack here, 3 stacks swinging on them as well. 4 is out. He's in. How many times have we seen this play come through? And that is unfortunate. Thankfully, you have more.
That is a tough team nade. That is a tough team nade.
You shouldn't be able to just go out of the map. That just adds another lane to a map that a team has to watch on the point.
Yeah, I mean,
I kind of agree with Merc on that, honestly.
For whatever reason, that doesn't really bother me that
much. You have 3 players on it, and nobody can watch that.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I kind of agree with Merc on that.
Someone's like, "Oh, it's fun," and you're not wrong. But
it does make for some cool plays.
Yeah,
but it definitely makes it a lot harder for the players actually playing the hard point and kind of anticipating where players can come from. Hey, Abuza, I'm gonna need you to lock it in, brother. I need you to lock it in. Gwen is 5-1. I forget which league I have Gwen in. I have Gwen in a league too. I just don't remember which.
So it's like, do you push his 2 or wait for your teammates? They're gonna spawn all the way out towards Lambo and Rock though, and they've got to try to get back over.
4 is playing pretty solid so far.
As he can just pause that clock.
He's doing his thing.
Just 1 by 1. They haven't been able to really group up and make a play over this last like minute of play. The last person standing mid-map will be Gwen. And he's able to pounce. He's out to 8-2, so he's having himself around. But
Titan lives, but they have no time. They just have no time.
Need this extension desperately. He needs his teammates to go wild top halls while he just tries to play on the point. But as he drops,
DJ is the closest one.
Give me the one that tries to lunge
no.
in.
Oh, they went to B.
They'll both just hop over to B and see what they can do. Trying to pull off a miracle here, Joe.
Just trying to get, at least they get another titch. Okay. Maybe they can get this B point. He's have another one.
They know he's weak though. He can't do anything.
As a fight does come through,
0-0.
onto this point, Gwen is going to be Spider-Man here.
As much as I said they just were like dying one by one, they've like always just had one
Okay,
more
I was
person
like,
on
if
it.
they
stayed
pull
together a lot longer than I
some
thought they were going to,
miracle
we'll see
stuff
if,
right
you know,
there,
grabbing an extra tick or two will end up being a
that would be
difference,
crazy.
maybe for around 5. But overall,
That would have
what
been
you saw in the
crazy.
defense from Surge.
Yeah, just a nice little retakes there, and I mean, yeah, it kind of just started with the break. Then you had 3 players on it from Carolina. Nate comes over the top, but yeah, the route from 04 shut it down.
Maybe you should just like start coughing or something. Always pretend it's Warzone like you're in the gas. You're just out there coughing up a lung, so you know someone's out there with a cigarette or something coming in with a gun as well.
Who are y'all
They
thinking
can
win
swing
this
on it, you know?
series?
I'd be okay with that.
Like, dude, like you have 3 players on it. One's got to watch Shed Door. Yeah, one's got to watch the.
I mean, I'm thinking Carolina is the better team. At least they've shown to be the better team so far.
Bro,
But
Shed Door can also look outside the map.
anything can happen.
Stuff like that, it reminded me.
Anything can happen. And Slasher's kind of having a slower series so far, it looks like.
2019
And the Surge, he didn't play great. And, you know, he's already starting off 2-6 in the first respawn, or the second respawn. But there's a lot of map left. There's a lot of time.
Joe and I got absolutely dunked on by devs. I would swing out to the street. I swear to God, there were 16
Good win from
windows
Slasher.
I had to clear, 14 doorways.
As we were just talking about him.
They were calling it choppers on us. I was in an actual war. It was horrifying.
It was.
So whenever you talk about like so many lanes to watch, I'll just never forget that. I walked out, I'm like, how am I supposed to clear all this? Like, I'm literally gonna break my neck looking left and right. Oh.
Damn.
Oh, Vivid will get his.
Looks he just got gunned.
in this, and so far the defense is held. Dude, that's still one of my funniest memories, bro.
I mean, they're
we were looking at each other's mind blown. Just
Carolina's looking pretty solid on defense here. Kind of have them pinned up in their spawn.
We always talk about that title.
We will, yeah. I don't
It
think we make
scares
it,
me.
I don't think we ever make it a single cast without discussing it in some way. That's my fault.
You gotta go to therapy over it.
Probably should. TJ lying in wait.
Only 17 seconds. Not
sure
much
they're
time to
gonna
work
knock
with.
this out back, or
Oh,
go right over
Teej
his
is in
head.
a
He's able to
rat
before he gets
spot.
around the edge.
Rat spot. Abuza with 2 though.
Double them, buys them a little bit of space. 7.7 now on the clock. TJ trying to swing
Huge
out.
pinch from
Catches a
Gwen.
Stun to the face. Bullets hit as well. Abuza's gotten all 3. Gwen finally there to trade it out. He's on 4 in a row. I thought the snap might be there. Comes up a little bit short, but you do have the quicker reinforcement on that side. Or do you? The bodies just seem to keep appearing for Surge. TJ from the top rope, though.
Okay. They get a tick at least.
Omni movement type doubles, but
They do get a tick.
Gotta get on it. With 0.9, they're able to do it.
Abuza's gonna have to go crazy on it.
Was it 3 ticks on the other side?
Yeah, 3 ticks. I mean, this has been.
And by it, I mean the point.
Messi over here towards me. So the second take is coming through. Abuza's gonna win another one. And now you have Nasty.
Okay, 04's on it too.
Up top in office, so
0.9 seconds and they cat B?
is doable here.
Yeah.
Could be the same result with 3 ticks, but you gave yourself more of a chance.
Okay, they got a minute to work with and they're only down 6 lives. It's really not that crazy.
He was huge for him.
Okay. Oh, big wins from
TJ's
Teej.
double Silences the mount up towards A.
Big wins from
outside of
Teej.
Nasty, though, he gets through. So we'll see if they pick this up, or is he able to pinch something with his teammates as they start to work up.
Oh, W stun.
They know he's there now.
Yep.
They heard
Stun
him.
check.
They're
listening
aware.
to Classical music. Decided, yeah.
Vivid is
no, it's not
aware.
anymore. Still gotta find him though.
It's not actually 1-7, right? No, I don't think so. Yo, what's good, Invoke? How you doing?
Is he gonna get shot at? Vivid was just
Glad to see you
the
back in the
corner.
chat.
Maybe some awkward timing there for a moment, but that's the lives. You only have 6 up.
How you doing on this fine
Only 24
Friday?
seconds, but hold up. Those two make it a little bit more interesting. You're
Okay,
clawing your way back in lives,
Surge.
You're pushing it on the progress. Second tick.
Gotta watch
is
mid.
done. At one point, you had
Yep.
0.9 seconds remaining, and suddenly you pulled this one from the absolute depths. No,
Oh.
you have not. They're able
So
to slide out and
close.
clear, and that should be
It's
the
a 2v9,
final play. You
that
only
should
have
be
Abuza
it.
and Nasty left. That was, well, some like late.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm doing good so far. Today's been a pretty chill morning.
Surge, but Ravens
Oh yeah? Which matches? Have you placed any on this match, or are you just planning on placing some for the next 2?
It started off so well for Carolina. It was looking like 0 ticks were going to come through, and they were just like mosquitoes. There was just always one more player on
I would
the
love
point.
to place bets
What
on
we
the
saw from
matches,
Carolina,
but
where they went, like, towards
I
the
can't
end.
afford to place. I can't afford to place bets on the matches,
From top office, just reinforcing,
and
reinforcing.
I lose a
Yeah, there was
lot.
couple of chances
So
maybe
it's really not
or at least
the
just
best
get another tick.
best move
Should he have
for
that
me.
advantage? But Carolina recovered.
As much as I would love to. I'm a fiend for some gambling.
so close to stealing the round. From 0.9 on the clock to nearly
What do you bet on, Invoke?
2-0 edge. We'll see what Ravens could do a little differently.
Because there's a couple
Offense, they
different
made it scrappy. They extended
COD
the
ones, I
offense,
believe,
considering they never
or a
actually
couple
got the
different
extension. I swear, those
like
last
apps
20
or
seconds
sites
for
that
2
have
minutes.
COD on it. Gwyn is 17 and 8. Okay, he's cooking.
Yeah, his respawns have been great today.
Oh, hello. Nice little slide and chow there.
Really good win from Tej.
Just trying to shoot him through the fences, but TJ's
Dude, Tej knows his way. Tej knows his way around Hasi. I'll tell you what, he knows his way around Hasi.
So he'll keep them kind of
Just the next two. Over and under, okay.
For now, just going to tuck here inside of the doorway, bide his time as he waits for his teammates.
Oh yeah, Jake just got partnered with that one, huh?
On the long flank around, that'll be number
I thought about checking that one out.
Picked up by Vivid.
Yeah, great read here. And you can tell, right? Both offenses are really just trying to work this B point. You get that far post.
How
if you want defense, where 1 and 3 just
have you
pop
like
up and
checked it out already, or you just
all 4 alive. You're
going
gonna
to?
stack this. Gwyn, look outside the map. Never mind. We're just gonna put.
Because if you
flash on the
have,
ship
how
so
does
that
it?
can't happen.
How does it compare to maybe some of the other
Try to get this
ones?
done.
That's one way to deal with it.
I feel like it should be better since it's like if it is based specifically on esports.
Just put it in front of the shed.
Well, I mean, they needed it there.
Big wins from
somehow
04.
All 4 gets 2, and all 4 players off the beat.
Yeah, no, it looks so good, but yeah, you try to stop that play from happening. You don't have 3 stacked on it any longer. It slows it down a bit, and suddenly, yeah, they end up swarming. You see where we look.
You'll have to tell me the picks you're making.
Obviously, you've had more offense here for Royal Ravens, and
Like I said, I don't win often, so maybe I need to listen to someone who's a little better than I am.
He can get away. He's a magician. Oh my God! If he got that one, that would have been a sick play.
Okay.
But instead, they get wiped off the board. It's just going to be TJ here now to do something. Well, what are you trying
If
to
he
do?
can get these.
Just find your kills. You're by yourself, and you don't find any.
Yeah.
Vivid's going to get dropped. Looking like maybe no heroics this
Be
time
next
around.
round.
Maybe Gwyn can get to B. It's going to be close. There's one more player here. Dives on it. But they just swarm him, but he got to A. Okay.
Slasher is on me, though. I didn't
I take
realize
it back.
that.
It's like you get to the one hall, you can just get to either point so quickly, but this time they clear them with far more efficiency. The defense
Okay, bet.
has been solid here.
Yeah,
for
good.
sure.
I mean, good luck on your picks today. Whatever it is,
Well, you can already
whatever
see
it
this
is you
both
end up going
teams
with. Good
in
luck.
really the league, right? I mean, last weekend there were just a lot of offensive
I mean, at this
talent.
point,
This map's newer, not as many reps.
I
maybe
feel
on
like
scrims, kind of what are
your
our
highest
priorities
payout could
as a
probably be like a
defense?
Hydra under
Early
on like map
this
1,
There was just a lot of sort of
depending on what his
how
line
far you
is.
score
Obviously, I don't know what his line
towards
is,
that
but
top boathouse, just like how difficult
Hydra
it
has
can
not
be.
looked like his usual self. That could be a big moneymaker right there.
Teams to retake, unless like a nade hit, but starting to
But
see
it's
it
risky
be a
because
lot more
obviously
aggressive.
Hydra could turn it on at any moment.
I mean, just the nature of how close these
And if
two
he
sets
turns it
are,
on at any moment,
it just ends up in this
then
insane
you're
situation where
cooked.
Offenses are just scrambling, throwing bodies off the catwalk around a hallway, just trying to get onto something.
Also, we got 3 likes on the stream. Thank you for
No action yet. Just
everybody who
some
liked the
utility
stream.
going out around the map. Pixie
I kind of forget that that's a
before
thing
the
on
offense.
YouTube.
They followed up
I'm
with
so
more
used to like
shots are
Twitch
falling to the wall as he
that
gets gunned to
I
sleep
don't
by Nasty.
think about the whole liking the stream thing. It kind of throws me off a little bit.
For Surge, they start to make some progress.
I appreciate everybody who's liked the stream. I believe it helps. I believe it helps. I don't know for sure. Like I said, I'm not super used to streaming on YouTube yet, so
Sorry, 1 is 4 drops.
kind of just do it for the watch parties.
This Gwyn, yeah, he's able to find both of them. He throws that nade, maybe hits 04, 04 tries to activate, instead gets taken down.
So far though, from like all the UI and stuff that I've dealt with, it's been pretty easy. I don't know how it will work, like if I get to the point where my channel's monetized, because that could change things a little bit. That could make it a little
Yeah, it's just like
more
how efficient
challenging.
Defense can you deal with those players once they get to offense? Like Gwen's been doing a really good job of it, but it's like you make one play from this
Gwen
on
is
offense,
Gwen is
and,
looking
like,
solid right now, 24 and 12.
Okay, well, little lurk.
Abuza is not looking good for me, 14 and 20. We don't love that. I need him to kind of pick it up a little
20
bit.
seconds to go, only 1 tick so far, but remember, this is where they pulled it out. They had 0.9 seconds that they were able to turn into 5 ticks. Can they do it again here? TJ wants no part of it. I know, they all get dropped.
He
No
kills.
heroics this time around for Seattle, so we'll get the 2-2.
Okay, round 5. Going round 5.
Yeah, that's it. They just didn't allow a play to happen really on either of those points. But big plays out of Gwyn and TJ. Because you could see the focus there for Surge is, yeah, get off his control, just kind of lurk, try to deal with a couple of players off spawn. At least just stagger the defense. Right, because on the other side of the map, we're stuck, or a couple of us are stuck on this side due to like.
I don't know if A would be better on like statue side.
Go to A or B, but they just were not.
I don't know if that would be like too chaotic.
No, yeah.
I just feel like
out every single time.
having it be directly in the middle of the map, there's so many lines of sight that you have to be aware of that makes it kind of difficult. But
a big one here.
if you had it like statue side where what that was like P5, I believe, or P4.
3-on-2, 3-on-3, maybe gonna be 3-on-4 in a second here.
I think if you had it there, it could be a little better.
Off the opener defensively, and well, they'll take.
But I don't know. I guess it kind of depends on spawns, because I mean, right there, 6 and 5. I mean, they both just spawned up garage, so like they would get straight to the point.
Sometimes that's all it takes in control room. One good opening break on offense, and suddenly you're making.
It would be there in no time.
Yeah, because now you know where they all spawn. They all spawned up garage side. You shift over one top ball. You have one watching that area on the outside, and now you all push up. And look at this.
Yeah.
Here in this round 5.
Dude, I miss playing COD. I want to play again. There's just so many hackers.
No, no snowballs for Carolina, or maybe Gwen, maybe Nasty though with his little patient plays. He talks and the fact that he gets 2 there.
2 piece.
As he had a player right next to him. How differently this sequence could have gone. Nice.
I mean, 6 and 7 could touch A here if they wanted, but.
He's going to get shut down with a nade as he makes a play out over towards B, but
a little too late now.
Just gone. You haven't touched a point, really. If you are Carolina, this is your last effort to get there. You're down 6
Vancouver looks solid on defense here.
He's going to make the play. He's going to find the timing. One's going to get shut down. They're going to have to turn heads, but also have to worry about getting onto the point. They're going to get there with 2.3 left.
I think that's a good win from Vivid here.
Well. Nasty, though, in the window.
Ooh.
Him and Abuza getting the shots in.
Good kills from Abuza there. Close it out.
They'll take the 2-1 edge.
Seattle or Vancouver. Sorry. Vancouver. Vancouver with the lead now.
Otherwise, they just got 3 all popped out of it.
This should be interesting.
This is not going how I thought it was going to go.
Same, Maven. Same.
And, I mean, you know, Ali's talking about on the desk. Their defense has been looking great in control, and well, they're Hacienda. Now they're 2-0.
I don't know why they changed to Vancouver Surge.
Expanding it, and yeah, Hacienda control looking.
I don't know why. Seattle rang off the tongue, you know.
But I mean, yeah, really, their offenses were.
It just had a better sound. Seattle Surge. Now you got to remember Vancouver Surge.
Yeah, no, there was.
Have I forgiven Chance yet? Dude, I never actually hated Chance. I never actually hated Chance.
They were just getting blown.
Everybody thinks I hated Chance.
Really nice stuff there from Surge. And nothing really crazy in the numbers department. No one really going.
I was being over dramatic. And I had everybody coming after me because I was saying Chance screwed us.
Yeah, I mean, you win that break off. You know where the
I don't actually think Chance screwed us.
Subtle shift with one player top ball. Just made sure they didn't get through.
Nadeshot said the same thing last year. He brought that exact thing up last year. So I thought, you know, I'm not the only one, right? Like, I'm not the only one that sees it. And then I brought it up. And I got people telling me I'm crybaby cheesing and shit. I got somebody said I think somebody said I look like a discount Crowder. I was like, okay. Like, all right.
Someone needs to get a couple of kills.
I don't feel like I look like Crowder at all. I think you probably could have found somebody better that I look a little more similar to, but you know, each their own, I guess.
So polar opposite, obviously, from what we saw on Red.
I used to kind of look like Lynn's a little bit when I had my other haircut, but I got a new haircut, and I think that kind of changes things. I don't really love the haircut, if I'm being honest. Like, not my barber's fault. I just don't like the way it looks on me. I thought I would, and I just don't. I think the haircut I had before was better. I had the middle part. I think it fit my head, fit my face a little better.
Yeah, this is just one of those matches. Like, I know. Listen, we have what?
Gotta wait for it to grow back out now to do that again. So we're kind of stuck with what we got.
Well, I'm more worried about who's going to get into winners. Like, that's kind of the big storyline for me. But the first seed.
But yeah, I have no problems with Chance.
Like, they're the 8th seed right now. They could finish there. So what do you like when it's something like this?
I bet money. I bet money. Him and Miles cast us today. I would bet money, dude.
Just due to like the advantage in the vetoes or like side.
Could you imagine if Chance actually brings it up?
Yeah, just as simple as that. Just trying to win.
Yeah, you're trying.
That would be so funny.
Into Madrid before we gather.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah,
if that happens, I have to like get a clip of that, if possible.
A lot of teams at 4-1. Toronto Optic. That's like this Sunday.
I would have to go back and get a clip of it.
I imagine FaZe is going to finish.
And I would have to tweet it out.
8th, depending. But I mean, listen,
because it would be so fun.
There might be a team that gets in at 2-5, or there probably will be. Because
yeah, no, I mean, I don't.
Surge has a tough one.
Yeah, people are saying that the Thieves are trash because they've lost one regular season match, and it was to Optic.
No, I mean, I don't think FaZe are actually
like.
Shape, but who knows?
Come on, man.
Yeah. I'm like more of a believer.
Come
now,
on.
but not like completely in their back scenario yet, but they have obviously been improving. We're going to see them. We cast the last match tonight, which I'm pumped for. Actually, I didn't think coming into this year I'd be pumped for Boston FaZe, but like I am with how Boston.
Yeah, Boston has looked solid.
They're 4-1. I'm all about it.
Yeah, and I mean,
Boston has looked solid for sure.
It feels like they are rolling.
Like I think they're going to be. I think they're going to be more of a challenge for the Thieves than the match today.
30 and winning by 20 in hardpoint. So that's the FaZe.
Yeah, that would be pretty crazy.
It sure is. Gwen erupted like a volcano at the end of that map 1. He just went wild.
That would be pretty crazy if Boston beats FaZe.
I think in a map like this, you'd probably love for him to come out a little bit hotter and get going early on. But
we'll have to see. I mean,
they won the map 1.
Purge looked pretty good the other day, I believe,
they really took over late.
Or last week, which I feel like has kind of been a little bit of a shock as well.
A team you think's going to lose 2 searches based on how this year has gone for them. It's been the double hardpoint losses that have really costed them in the last couple of series.
Let's see here.
Can they get it to a map?
Carolina's look pretty good on this map.
I mean, why not?
I feel like this should be a bounce back map for them. I think they should be able to take this to a game 5.
It felt like just towards the end of that game, like Seattle Surge, everybody was finding multi-kills, starting to play with a lot of confidence. You saw it in their player cams. They're starting to get fired up, and
like
that shuts them down.
You play a couple offenses in a row on control, and
it's not a good time.
Oftentimes, I wonder what it is that like
it can be so. I know it's
kind of causes these unexpected teams to turn out to be really good. Like Tej and Slasher played together on Thieves with Kenny and Draza, or Kenny and Hook, and that team didn't work out. But now you have Slasher and TJ playing together with Gwen and Vivid, which Gwen is really good, no doubt about it. Gwen is really good, and Vivid is solid as well. And they look way better than the Thieves did in Cold War already. It just it's kind of crazy to me how like the different players pair together on different teams, you know?
Nice recovery from Surge.
That would have been gross.
15, maybe you could get the sponsor P2, but it's just they lose on both fronts.
Okay. 2 big kills from Hixie. That allows him to get some time here.
Hixie on 3 straight. He's leading with 7. And if it was a good P1,
I will say I'm glad we're not playing this today on hardpoint because we have not looked very good on this. We just give up P2 every time.
It's all been the Surge side of things. Now, Ravens, what can you do here at P3? You've got mid-map control after that gunfight win from Slasher. You're into the point. Lurking out Jacuzzi side was Vivid, but he's going to get dropped.
Yeah. I mean,
And Slasher is playing from the point. He's just going to get ripped out.
it's hard to say. I mean, even if Vivid does have inconsistent S&Ds, I feel like there's not like, I guess the only thing would be who would they pick up instead of him, because I don't think they would need a change. Like they do look solid right now. And I mean, you can kind of get away with somebody having a rougher map as long as, you know, the other guys kind of pick up the load. And I think they have guys who are capable of doing that. Obviously, things will go wrong if they don't, which is a bit of a problem. But I mean, there's teams that have players who are pretty inconsistent at S&D, and they end up being really good. Obviously, when you're playing against teams like FaZe, like Optic, even the Thieves, like, you gotta be pretty consistent. You have to be on, because teams with like that level of talent and that level of like fundamentals, which I think that Thieves are still kind of figuring out how everything pairs together with one another. Like you have to be perfect. I mean, that's the whole reason the Thieves lost to FaZe last year at EWC. FaZe just made less mistakes than the Thieves did, and that's kind of what wins championships.
Taken down 0-4. He's able to find him, but that's kind of what Carolina wanted.
109-74 going into second rotation here.
Throughout that first set.
Slasher's 16-8. He's starting to pop off again. Speaking of Vivid, he's 9-12.
Hell, he's got the most kills in the lobby at 16.
Nasty's having a bit of a rough one, 7-14. There's been some abysmal performances from Vivid and S&D this year, but he's going to respawn. Yeah, I mean, I think that's one of those of like the pros and cons. You got to weigh the pros and cons for him and say, if you're the Ravens, you know, what, they're 4-1 right now. And they've looked pretty solid. Like, is it worth it to say, hey, we got to get rid of this guy because his S&Ds are inconsistent? Or do we say, hey, we're going to stick with this guy because we're 4-1 and he's been really good in respawns, you know? But I can see what you mean. I think, like, the biggest thing, like, is there's not really anybody to replace anyone in the league, if that makes sense. Like, yes, obviously you can, but the reality is, like, the guys who are in the league for a reason, and it's probably going to be hard to pick up somebody else.
You got one player here still, but the safe spawn comes in for Carolina here close.
Really pick up in place of Vivid?
Now he wants to eat.
Yeah, I get you. Not right now. But like if they struggle a little bit, maybe making a change. I mean, I am interested to see where Illy might end up, because he did say he wants to come back, right? So it, you know, might not be a bad option.
Can you make this look a little bit better? You can push this game, break it wide open.
I think the toughest part would just be like how long Illy's been out. Not that I think Illy's a bad player, but you know, you gotta take that into consideration as well. Obviously, that doesn't necessarily mean anything because Matt came back this year and he's been frying. So, you know, Illy could come back and be great. It's just one of those, are you willing to take that risk? And I don't think it's a huge risk, if I'm being honest. I don't think it's a huge risk. I think what's more risky is like how much Illy has been in and out of the league for like kind of like different reasons, you know, whether it be like his thumb, which is obviously a big deal, or, you know, whatever his issue was with Seattle.
chest, David,
No,
down. No, top stone.
I came right to you, John. I'll be back to you.
I'm waiting for you.
Right. He's gonna be next on you.
I'm
On
still
stone. On stone. Wood maybe. One on dead. Stone dead. Stone. Stone down on dead. That's one dead. Three. Don't left. All left. Okay. Anytime.
Damn.
Nice. One. Probably better.
Big 3 from 04.
One is bed. He's worked. He's bed now. Bedside. I'm getting stone. He's on the back. I'm watching back here, bed.
Nice.
One back left again.
Play kills.
He's weak, and meet him on time. He went stone. He spawned there.
Stone? You went stone?
Yes. Yo, shower. Shower door of time. Thanks,
Stop,
It's
stop,
a
stop.
good fight. Stop dead. I'm getting stone.
I think we're spawning out.
Stone.
D chest.
Back to bed.
Play stone, right down.
We see every.
Ah, you shower.
Listen, calm down, okay?
This is a solid map.
I'm pretty sure Gwyn went on the ground, boys. I spawned old.
Yeah, he could have.
I'm gonna bed.
He would have.
Stop cat. I'll start old. We're going on a million percent. He's off. Nice.
Siege, tap P2. Play time.
I'm saying
He's
I'm
on P2, okay?
I'm going to get top plat. Give me top plat. Yeah, give me top plat on you.
I'm dead.
Two top left. Two. One
TV,
outside again.
and cat. He hit.
TV, gun on TV. He pushed you right.
One
I
shot.
like that, Nick. Call what you got.
Top bed.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's win. Anytime.
Prem punish social. He's safe.
Yeah,
Ready? 3,
no. 3, 2, 1.
One shot, Siege.
He's the cat. He's top cat.
Bridge.
Time. One HP time. I want top cat again.
Nathan.
Daytime time. There's a guy TV still good. I think he's just sitting on the bar.
Damn.
I'll top pat. It's good.
Put it on the bar.
I can't do that shit.
David left time. TV on time. TV, he's gonna try
TV's weak.
That's why I'm sitting here watching.
On time.
That's why I'm sitting here watching.
But you kind of heard what it sounds like when a player's making a play against the team. They're trying to find TJ, trying to deal with him. He goes on a stretch during that P1 that was
Nice
massive.
shots.
For Royal Ravens, and a part of why they have a 20-point advantage right now, and they are into the P2.
Vivid started to turn around a little bit.
Good chance to close it out and push it to a map 5. But here comes Surge out and punch it, looking for openers, but the subs have been shutting it down. TJ and Gwen.
Okay, that's a big break for Surge.
They both drop, and now
That's a big break for Surge.
This has been the hill. This has kind of been the pain for Carolina.
Well, they can't win here. If they hold long enough, Carolina won't be able to win here either.
So yeah, I mean,
And
or something. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
the third rotation, the third hill, they do win here. They have to break.
Much more comfortable situation to close this game out.
Yeah, the fact that there's enough time that they can win it, all the pressure on Surge to send it. They can't think about rotating. They got to go in and fly. They're getting picked though. The subs once again stepping it up. TJ has been flying, and it's Gwen, the other sub there with the trade. They get all the kills at the end of it.
That was a good map. That was a really good map.
Here, him and TJ
Very back and
really
forth.
dictating things late. And well, they struggled with the P2 until they.
I think this is probably where it gets scary for Vancouver. I know Vancouver won the first search, but I mean, you got a lot of veterans on the other side of the screen.
I don't know if you're 4-1, top 4 type team. Like this is, you need to be winning respawns.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're doing it in a very solid way. Just a great start there from Carolina, and everyone's kind of having their moments here for the Ravens throughout that map, whether it was Gwyn, whether it was Slasher. I mean, Gwyn's been fantastic through all three respawns now. But yeah, I mean, throughout that, listen, you heard TJ making the plays.
Hey,
Slasher throughout
we're
that
one map away from the Thieves playing the Heretics.
It was a 3-4-1 teams.
04, 32 and 30.
In general is going to be like an elite team eventually.
Splasher 30 and 25.
Like,
Gwyn 30 and 24.
And Carolina, like who do you think's going to be
EJ
the
32 and 28. Pretty solid.
I mean,
I'm just curious.
I know. I just can't believe this is like.
Yeah.
It started off kind of. Carolina was looking the better team. Now it's sort of. It looks like Boston seems to be a bit more of a flow, complete game right now.
Yeah, I hope so too. I think it should be, especially with how the Thieves have looked on hardpoint. Like they haven't looked very good. I think it should be probably a closer series than I would hope for. But I still think the Thieves should have the edge. I just know that our hardpoints haven't looked great.
If you were Surge, and for Surge, like Search and destroy is something they've really needed to work on. On the opposite side, the hard point is something you've really needed to work on. So teams probably putting a little bit of extra effort into these two things. Maybe you're seeing it pay dividends here, but to a map 5, and well, I mean, we'll see. Anything could happen here.
Yeah, I mean, it is protocol. You have to feel confident if you are Carolina. Again, protocol has kind of been their go-to throughout the year in every single mode. So for Surge, it's just you've been struggling in Surge. Map 2 looked very good. Your retakes looked fantastic. This is another map where with that A bomb site, a lot of it could come down to retakes.
All right, well, we're getting ready for a big map 5 here. We got our final couple of days here for the Call of Duty League before we're headed to Spain. It's going to be a very wonderful, delicious, and sexy.
Still crazy to me that they're going to Spain.
Everything gets decided now over the course of this weekend. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with the map 5.
I wanted to go.
Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League.
I didn't know about like trying to fly overseas and all that. I mean, I do already have a passport, so that's not really a problem, but I didn't want to have to try and figure all that stuff out. Should I move my cam this way? Yeah, move it right there. That's probably a little better. Is there anybody that is in the chat that is going to Spain for the match or for the tournament? Or is there anybody that's in Spain and is going to the tournament? Because either way, I'm kind of jealous. Or is anybody here going to any of the tournaments?
Do I need to? Okay, all right, I can. Okay, here we go. Am I strong enough to open this?
Yeah.
You can open it for me? I'm not strong enough.
Are you serious?
I need you.
Well, we got to take this
You're
off.
my work husband.
We got to take this off.
Oh, that helped. Now can I do it?
Yeah, probably. Go. Come on.
I can't do it, dude. Twisted bar. I need to chug the syrup.
Is this guy serious right now?
Oh, you're very strong. Did you get it?
Not the headset, please. Yeah!
Ugh.
Oh, God, what are you doing? Oh, my gosh, that was way too much.
We've got insight on stage. That's delicious.
Okay.
Chugging syrup? Oh, no.
We're planting the bomb.
Oh, my God.
God, ball, come on, give it to me.
Bomb is armed.
No, I think it's
Behind you.
Dude, why do I feel like watching bots play against each other would actually be so entertaining?
Iron Doge does it all now. Kobe.
Unicorn.
I have Roger bed now. Bro, I'm set. I feel all the left. I got one more.
One shot.
I just want to shut them out. Wait, they can only go top. Only can go top.
Here. Help time. Last one.
Yep.
Done. Rugs.
Low piano.
Rugs,
Two
rugs,
low
rugs.
piano.
Sit down.
Good shit, boys.
Oh, I'm done.
Fuck.
Find out. There.
One down.
He's still
Dude, Scrap is comedy, bro.
All three. In the shower.
He said nice shit, guys, and then they all die, and he goes, fuck.
I can't get in. One more shower.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Bill.
And then Envoy went insane, bro.
Like that. Don't go game like that.
That was the worst HPs we've ever played.
Oh my god.
No. Oh my god.
No.
No way.
That Scrap guy is comedy. Whether it was like the search and destroy where he stood up too early, thought it was over, and it wasn't. The hard point said, GG's, guys. The Hydra's like screaming people the point. Got to finish the game, Joe.
Yeah, no, you do.
But
it's important it's 250.
Yeah, it is. And speaking of finishing the game, we're going out of the map 5 now. Where Thieves will be able to take it. This is, I mean,
might try to make one in Dallas.
If you think about the
I just need to get the tickets for the first Dallas one, because now there's supposed to be another one for DreamHack or whatever. So I'm gonna try and go to. Well, I have flights and hotel booked, so I just have to get the tickets whenever the tickets get announced, which I think they said sometime this weekend. So I'm going to be trying to go to the Dallas one, the first one, which I'm excited for.
Feels you're trending the wrong way.
Yeah.
Trending the wrong way for a major.
I think hopefully Thieves should have their rhythm figured out a little bit more by then. Should have a better opportunity. Damn. Good two-piece.
Maybe it's a good spawn. Catches them off guard. Saw his teammates were behind him, but it's the double from Hixie. The bomb plant as well. The man's doing it all.
And Slasher, who's like, can I just get something going in the Surge? Because remember, he started out like 0-5, 0-6.
I would love to have a Thieves hosted event.
He's left on an island.
That would be nice.
Do, yeah. Hixie gets past it. Catches 2 people with their pants down.
I mean, the last one we had was probably Champs. When Thieves won Champs, that was probably the last Thieves hosted event. I mean, now with all the stuff that's going on in LA, I'm sure they're not going to be doing that anytime soon. But I don't know though, because Valorant is still playing out of LA, so I don't really know.
Obviously, every day in scrims and stuff, but
dude, why does my headset keep tweaking?
Nasty's got one right outside his.
Sorry about that, guys. My headset
doorway, just
like
right
keeps tweaking.
That'll be Gwen.
Which ones are you debating, Invoke?
He's right under the zip right now.
Which ones are on your mind?
Yep, he just came up. Gwen was lurking that whole time. He finds a great
I try to help you, but I don't know.
Firmly in control right now. If you were Carolina,
they double your first deposit. Oh, okay. Maybe if I can acquire some cash, I might have to hop on.
Be nice if he had an AR.
Yeah, there's just still so much time, and you can see they're just kind of waiting on that. They're allowing, Slash to get all the way through the back, just pretty much into a perfect setup. So when he goes for
what if 04 wins this?
There can't be any shit.
How crazy would that be?
Like to say. So 04, he's gonna have to win some got-fights.
How crazy would this be?
All right, well, at least it finds an AR, but
yeah, Vault Map 1 for Thieves and Heretics.
Not gonna be able to win this round.
You got the helicopter on one side, then Slasher all the way back gun.
It's like, I feel like back gun,
man, good read.
Have a chance to just hit straight headies if you catch somebody. Like the heli kill, like it's just
shoulders.
It happens.
Just shoulders.
Yeah.
Throwing shoulders. Didn't wall bang it, but yeah.
I was gonna say if he just got beamed right there, I was like, all right, just ignore me.
Yeah, there's no win in that. There is no win in that.
He's just gonna carry his 2 streak and okay, well.
I do feel like the other thing about betting for Call of Duty that is difficult is it does depend on the maps. Because certain guys favor certain maps, and if you go in and place the bet without knowing the maps, it kind of like screws you.
Get to a 3v1 when you plant.
Right, that's true.
That's a way to improve it.
Well, yeah, no.
Like,
certainly helps.
Don't stop plant the bomb until we have firm numbers.
That's probably not a bad line if I had to guess.
Let's see if
I feel like he would do good on map 1. Don't know how he would do necessarily in S&T, but I feel like he's one that could get you basically like a 30 bomb in the first map. And then at that point, you kind of just need, what, like 20 something after that, and that's including the map 2. I don't think that's a bad line.
Now Surge, they try to go towards B. Slasher repositions. He's got all the kills in the round, including his teammate.
He sure does. And, yeah,
but again, take my opinions with a grain of salt, because I've had some where I'm like, oh, I feel like this is a lock, and then next thing I know, I lose. Like, I remember when we were still playing Rewind, I bet on, I think it was Ghosty and Scrap over on the map 1 rewind because they kill it on rewind. Or it was Hydra and Scrap or something like that. And neither of them hit their line because they beat the other team that bad. They beat them so bad that they didn't even hit their line.
If anyone's watched them recently,
Like,
there's no way.
I was like, come on, man. They did too well that it cost me money.
Like close rounds. They're literally hammering people.
Scrap over and under 7.5 kills map 2. I mean,
Slasher trying to keep the streak going.
Last week he had double digits in both, I believe. And that was against Optic.
Still going to be a tough spot in the 2 versus 4, but
S&D is a scary one for me. Because, I mean, anything can happen, you know? Anything can happen in the S&D. I feel like there's less margin for error.
And Hicksy's the one player on that side of the map, but they're just going to group up together.
Also, I'm somebody that doesn't like to bet the unders. I don't like to bet against people because I feel like that's always when I lose. Or like I feel like it's a straight up don't even have a chance.
The scariest thing in the world is you try to breach.
Envoy and Scrap kill combo. 1 through 3 under over 117.
They go swing on the B and get a spot check. Another gig is up. Plant now in.
It's gonna be tough. Well, yeah, double ARs. I mean, maybe you find a sub on the ground if you're one of those players from Carolina.
I mean,
does anybody have anything left? Any stuns? Any nades? Anything to use?
That one. I don't know. That one sounds. That one sounds like a tough one.
It's all gonna be on Slasher. He's on 5 straight. Now a chance to clutch in the 1 versus 2.
He's got a card. Does he want to use it? Nope. He's gonna use the gun instead.
I would say maybe under on that one.
Yeah, there was just so much time. I was thinking maybe was he gonna try to leave, maybe call in the car, but doesn't happen. Still, heck of an attempt in a 2.
I'm trying to think of like how many kills you would need a map for that. And I know it's 2 players. I know it's a combo, but
maybe 2 went deep, but he got stunned. I think Nade hit him a little bit too. Some bullets. He got out with 17 HP. Got a pick, as you said.
I mean, I guess if Scrap gets like 30
it's just a lot easier
on one map, and Envoy gets 20, you're already up to halfway there.
Gets the first. Slasher's probably hoping to get one crossing, like onto the trade from Vivid, but it just doesn't happen, right?
I don't know. That one might not be a bad one. That one might not be a bad one either.
That shot.
He just had to get one before they got to bomb. Because then he's playing blind. We saw Hicksy with nice timing.
I don't feel like I know like their kills off the top of my head, like their average kills off the top of my head, to kind of make that judgment.
Wow, and he went from like having the best time in a first.
And we haven't faced Miami yet either.
Hit some insane route, and now they know he's here. So whatever like timing is in Slasher's head, it worked. And now look, he's back up.
Oh, Forrest gonna be a very frustrated man if this gets checked. Does it?
Oh my gosh!
Slasher checks it and picks him. That's a tough one. There.
Got Rencor over.
The reads, like you said, from Slasher, his internal clock.
For 1 through 3 and Scrap and Envoy over. Okay, I don't think it's a bad pick by any means.
Carolina 4 versus 2. Still can win this. If you can just get an opener, not going to happen though. Both heads get plucked off. Nice job from Carolina.
I mean, even the fact.
Are you just going to do it based on like series?
Yeah.
Right,
like a couple for the first series and then a couple for the second series?
And we swapped off it like right as he peaked and just guns him. Just like you're playing.
Because low key, depending on what Real's line is, Real might be a good pick too.
Slasher having a huge game 5.
Especially for Vault. I feel like Real's pretty good at Vault.
Things looking a bit better than they did in the map too. They started in an 0-3 hole.
Maybe I'm just thinking of the one time I watched him,
Post
but
plants were atrocious. Right now sitting 3-2 advantage. Slasher on 6. I mean, this is anybody's game still, but looking better. Oh, well, Slasher
3-2 map right now. Looking like it could go 3-3. Yeah, should be 3-3 here. Unless Gwyn has some like miracle ace here.
Like he hits low side and is up the stairs around P2. And that's what TJ and Slasher were both looking at. And 04 just hits a mid route. And behind both of them is able to get those first 2 kills in the round.
Well, now Gwyn,
We like never see 1v4s anymore. Not that they were like a common thing before, but just seems like it straight up doesn't happen. He might have just got really good timing.
He's like, screw it, I'm gonna stick it.
Why not?
Make them come to me. Hope a couple of ARs. Now we're able to pull off some omni movement. No, not gonna happen. Hits the grapple. 04 is ready and waiting. Easy to fuse.
04 was ready for it.
And I don't know if that's the intent of that strat, for Hixie to just hit like low side and go up the stairs and maybe just open something up from 04. But if it is, that's next level. Because it worked right there.
Yeah, Real over under 25 kills.
I mean,
Map
TJ
3.
and, like, Slasher are both just laser eyes.
Yeah.
We're on that side of the
Might
map.
not be bad.
The fuse coming through. So we'll be tied up. 04 shoots out to 7 kills after
That could be a good one.
We'll see it again. This is how he gets both to start us off. And
Kind of depends on
a
how
little bit too slow. He's shooting
the
somebody down
Thieves
towards
do
P2.
on the
And this will
control.
be the final one. I mean, that's a freebie there. Guesses the route. I mean, you're probably just thinking like he's in 1v3. He has to try and get lost, right? Like he can't just sit down there and hold an angle.
Yeah, he's hoping like maybe if I zip line, I just.
Fear I was gonna be nervous no matter what the map pool was today. Hope the boys show up. Yeah, I think I don't feel very worried about searches. I still feel like our searches look pretty solid, which in my opinion is probably the most important. The hard points, it's tough no matter what. We haven't looked very good in hard point. I think the only one we've looked good at is probably Protocol. So if that's the only map that we look good at, my guess is it's an easy ban for whoever we're playing against. But we haven't looked bad on Vault, so I feel like, we could be all right. Like I said, I still think we win 3-1.
We've seen some clutches from this scenario. If you just catch someone like over peaking, shouldering a little too wide, and suddenly you catch one, but usually like you need to catch one of those first shots. It's tough to get another reach out on that, at least when there's still 3 up.
1v3 from Nasty here.
People just keep dancing with death and just get going.
Only has 25 seconds though, so there's really not much for him to do.
It's about 20 to go. Nasty's got to go. No chance in hell. He's getting.
You're fine with 3-1 prediction? I'm thinking that makes the most sense. I think.
Yeah, starts with the car. Again, just sort of
I think we lose.
Down. Then here, Slasher's on the bomb. He's on top of it. Just spots Nasty's fire.
I think
clean right there from Carolina.
Yeah.
I think we might lose map 1.
Car just tossing it down.
Just throws it down there and it's like, hello, I'm already here.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if because I don't know how like Miami is
His
on
rounds have been comedies last 3. Remember he's playing hide and go seek. Then he like
control,
pops a double to start,
especially on Hacienda control.
On forehead, but, his legs are gone.
So I don't really know for that, but the 3-1 prediction gives a little bit of a buffer. I don't think we would take it to a game 5.
Slasher just nearly laced by Hixie deep. TJ just wants to get across, but I don't know. After Hixie shots onto Slasher, I might be second guessing that one.
Well, with how early the car's called in, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to find 04 in the car. That's really what it is. So he's like just hoping that there's a crazy timing where maybe Hixie reloads or whatever, and he just like pops up the staircase, but that doesn't happen.
Honestly, I thought he might just be able to slide across. Yeah. No, it did not happen.
Yeah, it should be interesting if Pred ends up coming back.
Slasher.
We were talking about that the other day, trying to see who would be like the best team to pick him up, and low key, I wouldn't be surprised if you were to go to like New York.
Slides out, doesn't look right, gets dropped.
Ghosty under and over 55 kills for maps 1 through 3.
Able to drop it, so it's suddenly Slasher by himself. 20 seconds to go. Slasher,
see, the hard part is there's only so many kills to go around, you know?
Hixie gets the angle, sees him. Slasher though gets away, and it's insta stuck. Slasher's got to have the internal clock. He's got to get the check. He gets the check. Slasher plays it beautifully.
That was a good attempt from Hixie.
Close, but that's one you shouldn't get unless you just count wrong if you're Slasher.
Well, and it's also just like, who am I playing against?
Yeah, I figured C9 because coach's accuracy. You have Sib, who you played with on Seattle.
for Carolina.
You have Mac, who you played with on Seattle. And then you have Attach, who's just a solid vet AR that I feel like kind of takes the place of accuracy at that point. So I think that could be a really good fit for him. It's basically like the old Seattle roster. Obviously, that would mean our guy Kremp would probably lose his spot, which, you know, I don't love for him. I want him to keep a spot, but that's just the spot that I think makes the most sense. Ooh, he almost got out.
Great shots there from Slasher to get to 3 versus 3, lose another teammate.
I do think though, like if other teams were to make some changes, I feel like Kremp would be somebody to be picked up. I just don't know like who else would be making changes and what it is they're looking for. Yeah, I agree. I think he's been playing solid. No matter what, I think he deserves a spot. I think just out of the teams that are available to probably make a change, I think New York is probably the #1 team to go after Brett if he comes back.
It's just, yeah, he's able to get on through, plays that.
I mean, I guess LAG could as well. I just don't know if I would see them giving up Lins with them being like the French org now. I just don't know if I'd see them giving up Lins. And you're not going to give up Kismet.
Another car. Slasher was able to get damage and a kill in.
Vancouver needs a big round here to take it to around 11.
Surge with this round
4 is 8 and 5. Flash is 11 and 4.
Map series. Slasher is POV for Bix. He's been the hot hand, and well, it's like if TJ.
He's just having a slower map here, 2 and 6.
Sitting on 2 right now, but
yeah, Slasher has been really good this year. Like I was saying earlier, he was one that I wanted to pick up on my roster for fantasy once I kind of saw how he was doing.
But it's 2 players playing very safe B. So I'm not sure what's going to be open. And Slasher instead tries to make the play through the middle of the map.
Ooh, that's a big 2 from Hixie.
Looking like around 11.
Big 2 from Hixie.
There was the AR playing deep the one time, sub in hand there. He has just been frying people that try to get across. Not much time to
Looks like we're going around 11.
It's Lonesome and Hixie. Okay, some team shots came in. I thought he just got put on skates.
But yeah, honestly, like
we got the Thieves match coming up after this round 11 here. Ready. I am ready.
And as soon as he died, I mean, that was kind of it.
Maybe expected to get more out of the car.
I do like Surge's camos and stuff.
But yeah, once they're
pretty
put
cool.
to a standstill, there was just no positive momentum for Carolina. So they were up 5-3, now at risk of losing 3 straight rounds. And
I like Nasty's
suddenly
stats.
looking at a 4-2 spot in the league, no chance at that top seed. It feels
Invoke,
like
you hadn't even brought up a Hydra one.
Surge trying to battle in the winners bracket.
You got Hydra over a 1.15 KD for the series. Okay. Rencor 56.5. Real over 25 from F3. Okay, that's what you decided to go with. You dropped the scrap and Envoy. Okay. Big wins.
He's still weak by the front door, and he's going to get dropped. Suddenly, it's a 3v2 for Surge. 04 has done his job. Now he's relying on the other 3 to get it done. For Carolina,
oh no, you're good, dude. I like having people to chat with, to engage with. So I don't mind.
So good for Surge, but yeah. Last time we were here, these 2 clutched on up.
That's the whole point. I want people coming in and chatting.
Sure has been clutching this one. Can he do it again? Hixie, ready to go. On 4 straight and looking to open this thing.
Like that, yep.
Oh. Another. Hixie's an absolute demon.
Did Hixie get all 4 that round?
He erupts in Surge, get a massive win. That will be their 3rd and their most.
No, I think Nasty got a trade. Oh, Slasher's pissed. That's a big win from Vancouver, dude. That's a big win from Vancouver.
You win both hard points. Now you're losing both searches, which has been your bread and butter. Is it maybe one of those things where you put more
Hey,
effort into improving the hard point.
any given Friday. Any given Friday.
I think it's a matchup thing, 100%. Again, like these are very like similar teams the way I looked at them both.
10-6, 11-6. Yeah, Slasher was doing everything he could.
04 and Hixie, they just kind of dominated. Well, especially Hixie, bottom middle, a good amount of the time through A. Hixie's got 11. It's a tough map there for Tej.
Yeah, 04 and Hixie went off.
Much about him, but it's just a team that would not go away for Surge.
And it just felt like
Hixie had 9 non-traded kills.
When like Hixie needed like a timing to get across, whether the stun missed, or he's able to get through on a slide before he gets dropped, like those plays were working out. And on the other
Bro,
side,
Slasher literally did everything he could. He had 10 non-traded kills with 1,500 damage and 2 plants. Or 2 diffuses. I didn't see which one it was. I think it was plants. Slasher was doing everything he could to try and win that. That's tough.
You know, there's been several teams I've just wondered if they're just, I don't know, pretenders. Just they start out strong. I don't know.
All right, I got to tweet out.
Listen, I think no matter, it's not like they're getting blown out by any chance. But
No.
Again.
Yeah, I mean, you're just turning in the wrong direction now. Again,
We got the boys coming up next.
Veto versus you, so maybe maps get removed from it. There's a lot of adjustments that have to get made, but again, early in the year, you might just be ahead. Other teams are starting to catch up, and I think we're seeing that.
But you kind of hope, like when we've had that in the past, sometimes like that carries through to like the first major. Sometimes.
Well, we just had a break.
You pull off like a top 4 or something. I mean, you're just falling off at the worst time, right?
I mean, it's just the break. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's played into it, and other teams catch up.
Yeah, that's absolutely the case. That's our first match of 3. That'll be it for Joe and I for now. To break it down, back to the desk.
Thank you very much, gentlemen, and congratulations to Vancouver Surge. You walk away with a round 11 game 5 victory, and I owe an apology to Hixie and Nasty. I said they haven't been contributing enough. Hixie took over that game 6 streak to close things out, Allie.
I mean, unreal. And what's so crazy about it is, like, we've seen Hixie do this before. We forget him going on to the Toronto Ultra roster, watching him on land.
Here comes Shane.
Absolutely fried. So for Vancouver,
Dude, we just got to make that like a running joke on the channel now, I guess. It just has to be like our inside joke that we just have beef with Chance. That needs to be like the inside joke.
Yeah, so put them in a good spot to get winners.
Me and my homies hate Chance.
They also have a ton of maps. They said they had some game 5s, but on top of Hixie, also 04, man, what a performance today. I mean, the guy had
It's so funny that he's actually casting us today too. I just want to see if he actually says something about it. I don't think he would, but it would be really funny if he did.
I don't want to like read too much. I think Vivid might be on the top. There's just some things that I'm noticing.
Hey.
Looking at this team, I mean, Slasher flipping.
You hear that?
At the end of that, there were 2 clutch rounds where it was him and Vivid left. One of the rounds where Vivid gets pushed, puts Slasher in a huge 1v2. He ends up clutching it. Then we get down to that last round where it's like he's playing that cut so safe where he's like laying down. You can see this in the replay right here. A guy just slides across, like, and Slasher's left in a position where he gets sandwiched. Like
Vivid could be on the chopping block.
Scared in these search and destroys. 4 and 7 in the first one, 4 and 8 in the last one.
I think you might know ball invoke.
This has been consistent, so I think there could potentially be some turmoil there. Just reading into the player cams and some of these clutch rounds.
Slash over 1,500 damage, but on the other side, there was a man consistently causing problems. He earns your scuff play of the game. It's the
Could be onto something, Invoke.
2 double-digit surge performances. He goes
04 looks solid.
6 game 2.
It is not icy.
In game 5, we wanted to see him step up his
Not quite. Not quite.
Yeah, I mean, he's been unbelievable. I mean, this is what we want to see from him. In this series, he was great. You know, search and destroy, he can take over games. He's massively impactful because he's on that front line, finding those first bloods, right? Finessing, sort of like getting your team into a good position. And, you know, if he can do this for these guys, this is the team that they're going to be, man.
Okay.
A 2-3-5 squad.
I am going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Important when you look into the numbers because 04 going into
Just want to drain the main vein before the Thieves match starts. You know what I'm saying?
That is really bad. So for him to make the improvements and turn around against such a top team like Carolina Royal Ravens, you can tell he's putting that work in.
Winning a clutch game 5, joining us live is the one and only 04. And congratulations, I want to be the first to say it. How's it feel to have 3 match wins?
It feels amazing, especially after our start. It's just amazing, man. It's a great win today.
You guys basically locked up their spot in the winner's bracket with that win. But 04, I want to ask you about Madrid. You are not even 21 yet. How do you feel about going overseas to play Call of Duty professionally?
Going overseas, bro, that's actually insane. 'Cause I think if I wasn't in COD, I don't even think I'd be traveling to half the places I am now. So I'm definitely grateful for being in COD League right now.
We're happy to have you.
For I want to ask you, we're used to you being pretty nasty at search and destroy, and I felt like the beginning of the season we had a little bit of a slow start from you. And so what has that kind of work been like, and where did you pinpoint kind of your struggles, and how do we get the 0-4 we got today, Carolina Royal Ravens, moving forward?
But recently, I'll be honest, I wasn't grinding a lot of S&D because I thought I had a lot of background for it.
Yeah.
But after the first couple of matches, so I started playing 8s and getting back in my rhythm that I used to be. And today it showed the work.
Yeah, you locked in. Hell yeah.
0-4, I mean, it's been kind of an underwhelming qualifier for you guys so far. Now you're starting to right the ship as we're headed into the major. What's your guys' identity? I feel like when watching you guys, I don't know what to expect. So talk to me a little bit about your guys' identity and what to expect at the major.
Definitely some structured COD. Making the right decisions. That's why we picked up Byron and Charlie.
Yeah.
So we call. So just know everybody's at the right time. It just from here it's hard to play online. So
good point. Maybe
we lose some gunfights as game changing, but we're ready for land.
Love that call out. We will let you go celebrate with the team. Give Ray a high five for me.
Thank you.
That's
I do think they'll be better on land.
Apparently his roster still
Honestly, I think they will.
Carolina Royal Ravens, I gotta say, are they on pretender watch right now? The chat was getting a little spicy during that series, Allie.
I don't think so. I don't think you can say that about teams, especially when they're going up against Carolina Royal Ravens in the way that they do. You can say the Ravens kind of played against themselves.
Now your wallet's on the line.
Situations, as Ant touched on.
That's always the scary thing about placing bets.
You got to give flowers where flowers are due.
All right, and we got Major 2 announced, and tickets are on sale. True or false?
Tickets are on sale.
Will be in the top 8 for that bracket.
Yeah, they'll be there.
All right.
Oh, hold on. I got to get this shit before it gets sold out, bro.
VIP for Major 2. I mean, it's going to be lit, dude. The last object event, champs, absolutely insane. So it's going to be electric in there. People are going to be hyped. And I want you guys to join part in that. Join and come get hyped with us watching some COD.
We only have 8 matches left here in the Major 1 qualifiers in the bracket. If you ended it right now, here's how it would shape up. I'm getting excited for this thing in Madrid. We are going, and we should see some excellent matches. In fact, I'm told that bracket needs to be updated, so we'll show it to you after the next match because it's a big one. Atlanta taking on LA Thieves.
Shit, I gotta do this, bro.
LA Thieves when we return. Don't go anywhere. It's the CDL. We're having fun here.
What's the VIP? How much are the VIP? Oh, it's a wait? I don't want to wait. Hold on, I gotta grab my card just in case, because I gotta get these tickets.
If I leave, do you guys leave as well? Do you remember me from DMZ?
No.
I gotta make sure I get these tickets.
Oh, with your leader though, I don't know.
Of course, it happens right before the fucking Thieves match.
No! Jump, jump, jump! Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in.
I'll be honest, that didn't cross my mind.
I gotta see how much these bad boys are gonna cost. I'm looking at reserved seating to see what it is. Otherwise, I could just do general admission.
Eso es, joder. Bueno, Javi, coño. Madre mía.
Nice try, man.
Oh.
I calmed it, dude. I said, like, wait for that.
I know what you meant. I know what you...
We were hyping this up, right? It's the 4th matchup. You know, we've seen you guys constantly in grand finals. You guys came out and made that look easy.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've been saying it online the whole time. Online respawns are different. No sound EQ. We're a way different team, and we just showed it right there. Also, people seem to forget who built that camp. I know how they play. I taught those kids how to play Call of Duty. So don't forget that. All right? Like, let's...
That's for the whole weekend? I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want that.
They got one tick on the...
Suck, dude!
Let's get it, bro.
Let's just look at general admission. I don't need nothing crazy. I just need to get to the event.
4-3 in game 5.
$200 for reserve seating. I don't know if I need to spend $200 on reserve seating.
Ghosty doing his best to do it. Here we go. 3 are going to drop. A chance to go. One person. It's Rods that's got to go clutch. From the position we saw Crimp do it.
Yeah, 200, especially if it's per person, because I'm going with my brother. That's too much, bro. That's too much. I just got to do general admission, bro. Yo, what's up, Hoodie? How you doing?
I'm dead. No way.
Come on, bro. If I miss these tickets, I'm going to lose my mind. You're going to see me crash out again. And this time I'm blaming Optic. I'm just kidding.
Marissa called these my old man ship.
Come on, bro. You got general admission? Nice. How much are the general admission tickets? Because I'm still in like the wait line for it. I was looking at the other ones, but it's fucking $200. I'm not doing that. So I can only imagine what the VIP was.
How do I have the same amount of eliminations as you?
Yeah, that's some horse shit there. There's no way that's true.
Let's go. Run it up. $400 in total? Bro, what? For 2 tickets each day?
Make sure we're counting names, listening to each other. Listen. This time, we take everything.
Fuck, dude, the tickets are gonna be the most expensive shit. Ah, bro, this shit's heinous. This shit is heinous. I went to fucking Miami for 4 days and it was like $100. I went to Champs in Modern Warfare 2, me, my girlfriend, and my brother for like $300. This shit's criminal, dog.
This isn't official. We still have 8 matches to go. But if we ended the tournament right now, this is how things would kick off in that winner's bracket. Heretics versus Optic, not the draw you necessarily want, but there's not an easy match up there.
No, there's not an easy match anywhere. Even when you fall, like you're looking at Cloud9, you're looking at Gorilla's mate, you're looking at Rocker, like you are not going anywhere good.
I mean, Thieves probably feeling decent.
Feeling pretty good there? against Vancouver Surge. Vancouver's win recently moved them into that position.
Dude, they have to, I don't know. I don't know if it's like everywhere or if it's just Dallas because it's Optic and they know everybody wants to go.
Miami, your goal is to keep up with Vancouver, basically. At 2 wins right now, you're basically in the winner's bracket. If you get one more, if you lose out, you could still get in if you go to a lot of game 5s with a map record.
It's just so tough for Miami Heretics because they've gone to so many game 5s and they're 1-3 in them, right? So their search and destroy hasn't been great, but I will say, you know, they won the 2 versus C9 and they can't keep letting them play on defense. Defense is probably one of the easier side of things in the league where people are going to find success in, and they are one of the worst teams in the league. 11th in retake, everybody's got 0.8, so hoping for an incline here for Miami Heretics and Search and Destroy, but they just got to keep the respawn on lock. And
Miami was able to go the distance against Cloud9, but it wasn't easy. Today, you're
Can't
playing
put in
a
my zip
different
code.
beast. You're playing against LA Thieves, a squad that went all the way to that game 5, the distance.
Dude, oh my god, the fucking thing crashed while I'm trying to put my info in, dog.
Looking clean throughout the
brother.
What do you need to see though in the final week of games before we head to Spain?
Yeah, I mean, let's put it in the context here. I mean, they lost
Yeah,
to two really good teams, but honestly,
it was way cheaper.
It's not that wide. I mean, they got hurt
Dude,
the
what are we
most
doing?
by
Oh my god.
both modes, and then Hacienda getting added. Active duty guys, they're 4-4 in hardpoint, 4-4 in search. Like,
This
it's
shit
not
is gonna
good.
drive
So
me
these
fucking
guys, they
crazy.
have to figure it out. You look
Y'all
at
are gonna see me
Hydra,
crash out again.
Outside, excuse me, of Search and Destroy. Like the guy usually takes over in S&D. It's been his worst mode so far this year. So obviously they got to get that figured out.
I just put all this fucking information in.
I have no worry about these guys when it comes time for the major, but overconfidence could be an issue.
They have a man from the COD Mount Rushmore leading this team, and he caught up with the squad after their most recent loss. This is Nate Shot on Twitter.
What happened today?
What happened today?
I mean, bro, I can't buy one.
What?
I can't buy a single kill.
You can't get a kill?
I can't get a kill.
What happened?
Bro, do you have single tap on? Because, bro, we're just playing cardio. We're on a treadmill all game. We're just rotating, running across the map. Not making someone hit the hill.
All right, you guys heard it here first. LA Thieves, we're hitting the hill.
And what's so funny about that is Scrap made a really good point about just getting in the hill, because when you get into the numbers, yes, they're on a 4 hardpoint losing streak, but that's because they lost both to Atlanta and Texas. But you look into the numbers, they're second best in rotation in the league. They control the hill, top 3 in the league. Like, their fundamentals are all there, but their points per hold are in the bottom 4. So he made a point. They literally just need to get into the hill.
They can't break. That's the problem.
That's true.
Like, they're literally one of the worst teams at breaking right now. That makes no sense. Look at this roster. So clearly there's some issues going on there. They're going to have to iron that out.
They're guaranteed a spot in the winner's bracket. The question is, with what seed? And I have a question. With a triple dose of Hacienda, do you think LA is playing with their food at all? Are they trying out more maps, or is this their best chance of winning?
Well, I just told you, like, their map pool, it has to widen, and that's going to come through Hacienda. They desperately
All right,
need
sorry
to get
guys,
Hacienda
I'm
in all 3 modes.
I will say they're
trying to get these
these
tickets here. Kind of taking up my.
When it comes to that game mode, but I completely agree and echo Ant. Like, their own one, Hasi S&D right now, Hacienda.
I already have the hotel and I already have the flight, so I'm trying to make sure I get the tickets too.
Again, our scuff predictions have been on point. It's time to make our pick'ems official, though, as Nameless has the lead. I am going to keep pace by going LA Thieves first.
Okay.
Am I going next?
I'm also going to keep pace and go LA Thieves.
LA Thieves.
Okay, we got our tickets.
Vamos, baby. No. We're going to Madrid. I'm going to go with the Heretics in this one. They're getting it done.
He's going against the grain. Can Miami pull off the upset? It's time to find out. We send the mic over to Miles and Chance.
Golly, okay.
We'll find out,
Now I can
Heretics have
stop
got a
worrying
total
about
task
it.
ahead of them if it's to bring down the Thieves.
Sorry
Even
about that,
with,
chat.
You know, a couple of
Hey, Keegan, let's go. Let's go.
This is a fantastic opportunity for the Thieves to get some confidence.
I like
back,
that there's
Sean.
2 events.
Turn those frowns upside down.
Well, there's not 2 events in Toronto. There's only the one this year.
Solidify the confidence, right? We know they're gonna have.
There are 2 in Dallas though, which kind of sucks.
You choke an extra S&D here or there.
I agree. I would like to have more variety for sure.
Player cams, the guys are vibey, still cracking an endless number of jokes, so they're going to be at an all-time high. Of course, though, the 4-loss spree is a big standout point here for LA. You gotta stop the bleeding, and I mean, Heretics, completely solid respawn squad, decent enough record in the hard point, and they're respectable on vault as well. And a lot of that off the back of Red and Core. Rookie season, man is
Gonna need to make the trip to Toronto for champs. I would love to go to Toronto for champs, but out of all the places that I looked, that was probably going to be the most expensive one to go to. But I mean, the tickets for this or for the next major are fucking expensive as hell too, and I wasn't expecting that.
Can you get into the point Thieves? Nice 2-2 there in the feed. Still, finally, no, nearly over. The battle continues.
Yeah, just got to get there. Scrap, he'll be taking that seat right on time. And everybody's got their bases covered. Easy there watching the flank from Hydra. Good reads on the spawns as well. Lucky does win a key gunfight for that rotation, though. So you see LA Thieves in time. Head on a swivel, and they're getting chopped down. So Lucky wins one huge gunfight.
And we started off
wants to be the guy
kind of winning the break, but nobody's really getting a lot of points here.
For LA, they haven't got a good chunk of time. That's what the desk pointed out, and well, this is what we're seeing shaping up on the P1. Not a massive lead on that rotation, though. It's going to get a little bit weird. Heretics, they find the entry kills.
Got split spawns.
Split spawns for now. Parallels.
I mean, Envoy was ready for it.
The minimap, we're going to be flying through mid.
A trade from Dan. They're going to have spawns, though.
Managed to turn it into a war of one front. So now eyes forward, get the guns at the ready. It's over to Metals now. Patrolling hall. Finds.
Oh, nice. 5-hour drive. Yeah, that's not that bad.
Lucky's going to have to go very, very big.
That's not too bad. That's why I wish there was one in LA, because I could drive to one in LA if I wanted to.
That is exactly what you're looking for a nail biter game. Metals doing his best job to stay alive and successful at that. Ghosty with a team kill as well. Just a scrappy first 2 hills. This is already a minute shaved off of the game clock, and
yeah, this is
able to accrue too much
been pretty back and forth so far, and nobody's really actually gaining anything.
They're gonna get it. These players, yeah, they're gonna go chalk up the final 15, focus on the rotation, and Real trying to handle them towards the middle of the map. It has been a squirrely game so far.
Indeed, I'm trying to stop calling what may happen in the future, because at this moment in time, nothing is written. Lucky up close range there, takes care of Ghosty. Hard point in the hands of the Thieves for now.
Damn.
An awkward rotation.
Rancor just cooked, Envoy.
Heretics, you managed to vacate the players from the
Need a super messy map here.
Another counter-attack. Thieves are back up.
For real.
Metals suppressed, in on towards the point, trophies gone, you name it, there's so many angles here on P3 to cover. Envoy gets involved, a little bit late, but he does allow for the piece, and now it allows for the time.
This is going to be a beautiful time if you're able to collect, because now Heretics are playing a bit of a delicate game.
Ghosty's taking a route here. Or Scrap is, sorry.
As long as you trade out kills, you're good, but here's the slip in the net. Not a single person turning for it, and even off spawn, Metals doesn't.
This could be big.
Unaware with Scrap behind him. They figured it out now, but Scrap is a massive problem.
Yeah, he's causing it as well with the non-stop run around.
We didn't see him.
Puts himself in the bushes, over the top, finds one, doesn't account for the player behind him. And whoa, nice turn on the Metals, not enough though. Heretics, you win the battle.
Still hold the spawns, which sucks.
Envoy's going to be brought down on the approach.
He really needed Scrap to stay alive as long as possible there. Just wasn't able to.
I was gonna say, if you had Envoy win that single gunfight, you would have kept.
We're pushed up pretty far here.
The pressure might still be here, but Hydra's gonna slide in. He's trying to time it out with the pinch coming in from Envoy, and he
do break,
to set up to get forward, but without the back spawns, who gets the reinforcements?
Oh, we got the spawns, which is huge.
Take it away. And that is just an
a good early flip.
4 players just getting in the mix. LA Thieves running it down.
Yeah, right back and forth though. Once again, lead change. LA Thieves. Now they've got control of this big old P4. Coverage on the front, all good. Metals, can he find the entry to the side? No. Nice damage. 3 down though for the
Hey, Scrap is on a 5 there for you, Invoke.
Kick-out moment from Scrap as well. I mean, he's the one that really sort of started the pressure on P4, sort of a nuisance behind the line for Heretics, and goes on a nice little spree to solidify that time.
Ghosty's 14-9.
Game clock, and neither team yet approaching a 100-point margin.
Our ARs are shooting right now, which is good. You just need Hydra and Envoy to kind of find their rhythm here. That's kind of been the big thing when it comes to hardpoint, I feel like.
As this game's gone, you can't really guarantee anything. Nice 4 out of Rancor, the final 9 HP. He's going to be breathing a sigh of relief, but not for too much longer. Immediate pickups again. The Thieves have a very, very ruthless approach. Supreme aggression and trades have been endless, man. So far on Vault, good lucks out of Real. That's a nice 2-piece. Staying alive on the point. Rancor can't get anywhere near this one, but again, good aggression. A front line now from Real that is so
I just feel like the Thieves get 2-pieced a lot.
And not a huge amount of time gained from this chance.
Like, just seems like we don't get a ton of trades.
Any attention to the kill feed, that is 8 Jackals on the map.
There we go.
P1. So if you're a ranked player trying to look to up your game, make note of that. Everyone is flexing when it comes to that time. And
yeah, Hydra's still the one that's struggling right now. 8 and 12.
Man behind enemy lines, but I think Heretics read it, clean house, take care of business, and they'll be set up around.
I think I was saying the other day, I feel like a lot of times the Thieves just aren't like ready for some of the gunfights. You know?
And now in the second hard point, once again, it's the Heretics in first.
Like they're not expecting people to be where they're at.
They've got spawns in the back.
Yeah, Hydra's gonna have to step it up for your picks.
Scrap and Hydra, they managed to thrive in the moment. Right through the eye of the storm they go, and Rancor gets picked up from behind over the Metals. A man alone to the point, can't get any more out of that life, and that is finally the break for the LA Thieves. They are in.
This is a game of instability. Heretics just not really able to handle the back spawns too well at all, and Scrap constantly finds himself behind enemy lines. Sometimes he has to walk his way there. Sometimes he has to spawn his way there. But even when Thieves get control of P2, it lasts for all of 10 seconds before Heretics just run them over again. So the mixiness that has been this Vol hardpoint
good one from
continues
Scrap.
as 3 players on Thieves surging for, desperate to get that arc control, and Scrap, well, will make it by. The question is, this little battle between him and Lucky, who's going to win it long term? You see Scrap heads up. He knows there's pressure on this side of the map, but Lucky hasn't shot his gun.
Lucky finally lets it rip.
Nice.
And gets ripped. Instant,
There we go.
Instant looks. Goes to
Big.
one side of the map, top side of the minimap now completely covered. Little break through the useless side, that's top right.
You get that
For
arc
the
control
Heretics
for
now,
next.
approach towards mid-map, but not just mid-map, it's the low
Hydra's
left
in
side
a
of the map. That's where they want to go next. P4 can be
a spot that he can make something happen here.
Superb on the holds. You have to make sure you get a good break out of him.
Ooh, we have to make sure one doesn't die here. Scrap has to stay up.
He's found his route through. That is
I think that might flip us.
on time have to turn their heads, and that is a lot of time being just exchanged away or sort of left white.
Yeah,
the game clock has
that's
been
tough.
evaporated, and well, now because of Real's positioning and his play, I was gonna say you're set up for new, but Lucky, he's by himself. A game of instability, Miles. It is.
I mean, we're
simply
back
going
now,
to
though.
Yeah, the Thieves, they're
We're back
close
now.
They come in waves of 3, so you get 3 down nearly every single time. Lucky timed it. Whoa,
Nice, 2
So
HP.
that's hard point in the hands of the Thieves once again. Bad looks.
Scrap, 24 right now.
Started to run out of air in the lungs, lads. The run was going great. Can they find some form of reprieve here? Trying to get through the back, not yet. Rencor next up, but all this time being burnt, chance.
At the best time anyone's gotten all game, and even then, as Scrap falls, look at the kill feed. Metals picks up one as well. It's only
Nice,
2
Envoy.
men by the time, but Envoy maybe gives you enough to keep this play up. Thieves still on top of that hill, and the best hold we have seen so far this game, the difference maker this P4 has been.
The Heretics have completely and utterly fallen. Our second set of hard points. Air is out of the lungs. Envoy, though, just starting to pick up pace. Perfect stun.
What's
connect.
just on the other side of the map?
Is this a sign of life? Are we able to get something going here on P1? Spawns in the old
There you go, Hydra.
side right now for the Heretics. Are going to
Get active, big dog.
Journey across Scrap as he picks up the final few moments of time there. But nearly an 80-point game chance. Massive turn from the Thieves.
Yeah, squandered opportunities a few different times from Heretics, a mixy game. And never able to get those P4 spawns. Officially, LA Thieves game to lose. All of a sudden, it is just shaping up to be an absolute blowout. Even long-term, Thieves do have those right-side spawns.
Scrap's
so a lot
almost
of
up to
things
that
going
30
well,
piece.
and great finesse by Ghosty. Unfortunately for him, all of his teammates fall, and he falls in line as well. Heretics, maybe T1 has been the best hill they have had for themselves all game. You see how squirrely it can be around these pillars.
Oh, a Toronto player in sight and all this mention of squirrels. Once again, Heretics back to a little bit of time here on the contest from P1. Endless attack here from the Thieves. Have still got themselves P2. The first time they have had the rotation since the map has begun. Will this amount to anything for them? Or will they be broken immediately? Can the Heretics mount the comeback here and now?
And it is a bit of a turtled setup. Maybe they're playing for Heretics just to run it down and play it close. Real's working the pool, Rencor's working in pinch, Metals attempted to go through catwalk, and Real does find the route to get towards time, but traded out instantly.
Ooh, okay, Hydra. There we go.
As well, Envoy takes care of that, and Hydra cleans house. LA Thieves on P2, as good as it gets, and this is the space and distance and control the team was looking for.
On Hydra picking up these.
Oh, here we go.
Another one there on the minimap. Foreign players all over the place. It is a target-rich environment. As Hydra still on a run. Heretics have been held back. A nearly perfect hard point out of the Thieves.
Oh, and he's out. He's out. Oh, no, I thought he was out.
No water, thank God, as he manages to finally be brought down there. Envoy.
Hey, he's 22 and 23 for you.
And no rotation yet, but look at Hydra on the spawns. You're trying to get your boys over towards the top side of New. You're trying to find that time, and you're trying to close out map 1.
Yeah, we should be good for New here, but we have 2 guys pushing up the left side, which could be
someone from Heretics was able
scary here.
Envoy was checking it out as well, but it's it's just a safety game.
Nice.
They're playing containment, and you get the kills before you hop on the time. You see the feed getting traded out.
Ooh, Lucky
Actually,
taking down Hydra. That's
the
big for
important one
them.
inside of Art, so a small sign of life here for Heretics. You got the spawns you want. Unfortunate for them, not necessarily getting the kills. Scrap has been flying at them from the top rope.
And this is going to be a race to a power position. Scrap at the ready. Real with a pushback. Oh, a
Ghosty with the team nade. Who would have thought?
Too much is an immediate rebound, and that is going to be it.
There we go.
Spawn in the backline immediately read there by Hydra, but dealt with by Metals. You're not out
Gun.
of the woods just yet, Heretics, but this is tough. You got to find a way into the point. Go for it, boys. Send it
Nice.
fly forward. Scrap trying to find the multi at the end there, and this is going to be the last ditch attempt here from the Heretics. Oh, and you go, boys. Forward. Hydra cuts you down from behind. The perfect setup and
Nice.
the perfect hold out of the LA Thieves.
There we go.
And add to the kills column as well towards the end there.
Got ourselves a hard point win, baby. Hydra started off slow, but he found his rhythm. I think he ended up going even there. That's big. We like that. I think your pick should be good off of that map. I think they should be all right. Huge map one there.
Some gunfights back, ARP, and then it was Envoy and Hydra from top and bottom P4. They ended up slamming.
Huge map one there.
Near full 60, and the lead just becomes insurmountable. And of course, you love the look from LA Thieves as well. Once you start getting control of the game, get the distance, get pushed out a little bit. Maybe their brains just
Scrap 34 and 22, Hydra 24 and 25, so only one negative, not that bad. Envoy 26 and 25, and Ghosty 29 and 25. Rencor 22 and 28, and then was your Real only map 3?
LA Thieves non-stop.
Yeah, much cleaner than yesterday. Astra.
11 minutes.
That's for sure.
Is counting this one, but hey, that was a fast hard point and a strong one there from the Thieves. I think a lot of silence.
Just map 3, okay.
Haters.
So yeah, you don't got to worry about him.
The hard point end chance, the end of that dirty little losing spree is finally in sight. They've done it. Now it's over to search and destroy.
And of course, that losing spree was, you know, amongst some of the top hardpoint teams in the game. And Heretics is certainly a contender, but remember the graphic we showed at the start. Renkor's stats in the game mode have been electric.
Yeah, he was negative for a little bit, but he found his rhythm there and kind of was able to pick it up, which was good to see because he hasn't really looked great in these hard points. So I'm happy for him. Hopefully he can kind of find a little bit of momentum to carry on to the next series as well.
When he's snapping pieces like that, it is for incredibly high impact moments and frankly the moments that help this team win the game.
Yeah, I think another major win there for the LA Thieves. Statistically, they were a bad-looking team when it came to the holds. They had some fantastic holds in that hardpoint final. Well, halfway through the second set, third set, nearly all of it, they were great. Really, really watertight setups. They were fantastic. It was really well identifying the Miami Heretic spawns. Pressure, 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 non-stop pressure. Not a huge game that we saw out of Hydra. You know, remember the first time we saw him on Rewind, we were like, okay.
Scrap seems to like that Jackal on P1. Hey, I mean, he can get active.
That's what you want to see out of the Thieves.
He can get active, and I think that's what Scrap likes to do.
Keep the pace, and this is a very strong indicator of that. P2 after that, folks, 2 seconds in 2 hard points. Very good looks out of the Thieves.
Yeah, and of course that is that secondary P4 that they had where they went from 132 to 180. Those were in the highlights, the kills you were seeing from Envoy. Just shreds a guy up top, lives with 2 HP, picks up another 2-piece down low.
Dude, Scrap, I mean, Scrap is good, man. Like, he's not lying when he says he can do it with any gun. He really can. And I think, genuinely, I think the Thieves have, I don't necessarily want to say an advantage, but like when you have a map like that where there's a hard point where it's like 4 Jackals, I feel like the Thieves are one of those teams that can do it well, because Ghosty can run a sub and Scrap can run a sub. I think another team that could probably do that well is FaZe, Optic. You have Kenny, obviously, who's ran a sub before. And then you have FaZe, where Drazo's ran a sub before, and they've both done really well at it. So I think that's kind of the upside for teams like that. You know, you can have everybody pull out a sub, and they kind of have an idea of what to do with it.
Again, you got wins. Now you got the Thieves. Turn that momentum, keep it rolling. That fuel is a powerful, powerful source of energy for you guys. Heretics, we've seen him have it in him. We've seen him close out, you know, a game 5 here or there and search and destroy when the pressure is at the highest. Talking about pressure.
Yeah, much better, much better.
You do not want to
Got to keep that momentum
in a series against the Thieves, especially with the way that controllers looked.
And especially when it's the type of team that, like, if you get wins, you start to believe yourself a little more. But when you have these Game 5 losses against Boston, who's been incredibly formidable, Ultra, who might be the best S&D team in the game, it plants that seed of doubt in the back of your mind. So for Heretics, can't entirely be trusted. And again, a team like Vancouver hasn't had the hottest hand on the online portion, but now those guys are starting to look at a little bit better, as well. But the middle of the pack is just an absolute bloodbath this year. Teams really struggling to set themselves apart. And I think we've really shown that you have to be electric.
Got ourselves the protocol hard point, or sorry, search.
Everything's better down where it's wetter versus the Thieves. Next map. Again, before we get into the triple dose of Hacienda, which is going to be very interesting. And again, the trend when it comes to these.
Bro, I wish I was able to just listen into these guys' comms like between matches.
There in the tight moments than it has been in the dubs.
The vibes have got to be insane.
It's just trying to keep the mood good. It's trying.
I know some people don't like when guys are doing stuff like that, but I mean, when you have downtime, you got to keep the vibes high.
It's the 1v1 between Scrap and Dashy, which was funny enough in itself. That series was an unbelievable test of the mental for these guys. Let's have a look at the clip we've got.
It's funny because Kenny used to do some shit like that too, and they would get mad at him for that.
You're playing Brendan.
My bad, bro. I just scammed. You're bro, I meant to sneak, bro. Oh my god.
The fucking.
All time. Oh my.
Dude, the Hydra.
And a clip that has been picked apart for good reason and bad across the entire COD sphere.
That was
funny.
funny.
On YouTube or on X here or wherever you may be, we've all talked about it, we've all had a laugh, and now it is now known as like the scrap or a dash. He's like, I pulled a dash. If I lose a fight like that, if I win a fight like that, I pull the scrap. I mean, it's just the way it goes.
Scrap is vibing. I don't know if he's got like music on or what, but he's vibing.
Like you want to keep things a little bit tighter than that, but I also appreciate like the dynamic in comms. Ghosties sort of focus on like the meta game, what they can improve on.
Yeah, I think Hook has been looking really good. Honestly, like I give him his flowers. That guy has been frying.
Record has not. Game 5 faltering towards.
They all have W aura right now.
That 5-1 lead that they blew on the Hacienda going
that they do. I mean, that's the map win aura. If they lose, they would not have that aura right now.
Pretty solid.
That's the map win aura.
They just want to finish out their road right and try to be those top dogs come the major time. But
they're trying to keep the vibes high while there's a little bit of a delay, it seems.
Meanwhile, Miami, well, Metals might take a bit of a hiatus. But that is look players who just unlocked on the vault.
Don't love that. Don't love seeing Metals get up and walk away.
Team on the protocol.
Absolutely. In the road towards the major, of course, the LA Thieves, they want a clean sheet in the next 2 games to try to guarantee themselves that top spot. Ciao, easy Mac. Is this the standings here? Just here at Major 1, again for the Thieves at 4-1. The Heretics.
So we win today. That would put us even with Optic, which would be nice.
Home to Spain, to Madrid, to a beautiful city in front of an incredible crowd, and
high vibes equals good momentum and less nerves. Yeah, exactly. Like that's why I never understood when people would get mad at like Kenny and Octane for like laughing mid-series. Like
number 1 seed.
I gotta keep the vibes high.
And of course,
like,
well, not so much as the Ravens at the moment.
These guys are pros. They can have some fun in between their maps and still be able to lock in during the actual map itself.
Super interesting battle too, because obviously for Heretics, you might be tied with Atlanta FaZe.
Scrap and Hydra are a hilarious duo. Like honestly, that's why when it comes to like the team chemistry, I'm really not that worried about how they kind of mesh together. I think they'll find their way. They'll find what works for them.
Important every set of 10 points.
Same Invoke. I would love to see Falcons be more competitive than what they are. I mean, they have a couple guys who I feel like have potential, you know. They're still not used to like the respawns.
At times he can get 4-5 first blood.
Pastors even said in Vanguard when the team was laughing and smiling, they were dangerous. Exactly. Like, because to me, even me personally, right? Like, I'm obviously not a pro, so I'm not comparing myself to them. But like, when I play video games, when I come in and I just like vibe and I don't like stress about trying to win or whatever, like I come in and I'm just like, I'm gonna have a good time today. You know, I'm not gonna let anything get in my way. That's always when I play the best. Like, so I don't see why people get so upset when players do that.
1.57 chances. Opening duels very solid as well, and that kill per round.
Yeah, connection issues is tough, dude.
You know, the stats we get once you have more like data coming through, if you're above 0.9 kills
Stop
per
the
round,
cap. What are you
you're one
talking
of the best
about?
S&D players in the game. So he has been
What are you talking about, bro?
and then some. He is
I do play better when
comfortable
I'm
with the
vibing.
players we have, and I know he's talked about this on stream before. Like, he's built the reputation of like a main slayer.
Yeah, Aaron, I agree.
I mean, he comes
I think they're just working out their stuff. We've talked about it a little bit, but like over the break, they had less scrims because Hydra had to go back to France because of his visa and stuff. So they had to deal with some of that, which kind of forced them to get less practice than some of the other teams, which is unfortunate. But I think now that he's back, hopefully there shouldn't be any visa issues. They should be able to kind of like lock in and get everything figured out.
Win here for the Heretics, a big one on protocol, and again, good looks across the board. A strategic.
Oh, dude, Astra, I am the same exact way. My hands are always cold. I mean, I do live in a place that's warm, but I'm just saying, like, my hands are always cold, and downstairs where I live is always colder than upstairs. So a lot of times, like, I'll be trying to play it, and my hands feel like icicles. Icicles. Yeah, it's hard to aim when my hands are cold. All right, here we go. Protocol SND.
They've started to collect wins and the opportunity to strike first, and Hydra's out towards the boat, and that's Hydra getting Real 1 HP, but
damn, that's tough. Real barely got through.
Have haste trades their opportunity to convert right from round 1.
Like that.
Is it though? Envoy is now behind you, and that is going to be a problem in this 3v3 with the bomb planted by the A bomb site. Lucky lives up to the name, gets away with it. He's going to be in the fight in just a moment's time.
I mean, this could be good though, because Envoy kind of slipped the net.
Opening gunfight there as the bomb site has been totally
Although, like,
vacated by the Heretics, and with good reason. Damage on the outside. The Thieves are scrambling. Wait, there's a Lucky behind us. What a plot twist this is. 20 seconds, and you overtake the bomb site. He's on the defuse. Renkor's got to move.
Oh, big win from Envoy.
And they do.
I thought he got it. I thought he got it. That was so close.
Yeah, indeed, because
that was really close.
Probably wanted to. Scrap was more than 3/4 of the way through, but
hopefully it's just unfortunate that those little things happen and are out of the team's control. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't think that's something that like they let kind of get to them. You know, I'm sure that's something that they just it's part of the business. Like when you, especially when you have a teammate that's not from the States, like you got to deal with visa issues and things like that.
So that's the first blood in conversion for Miami.
Okay, Miami takes round 1.
Thieves maybe looking to set the tone and go for a B hit, but another
Hydra first blooded again.
Might have already shut this push down.
Slices Hydra down through top mid.
That's been the other tough thing with Hydra is a lot of times like you're kind of waiting for him to be the first blood guy, and so when he gets first blooded, that kind of puts you on the back foot.
Scraps on the hunt. He got spotted.
Nice.
Wow, nice shots over the box. Man advantage Heretics.
That's intel on 1. Obviously, Metals, he's got the A site basically by himself. Rancor's throwing shoulders P2, and he got lucky out by the helicopter. So
did Envoy get
the
through?
only route available, funnily enough, is through the double doors in the middle of the map, and that is
Envoy
the exact route that Envoy finds. So Envoy
huge
able to pick up a freebie, but unfortunately for him, his teammate doesn't help him out.
Okay.
Leaves him in a 1v2 that he might just make work.
Lucky Envoy.
I mean, this is for the ace, no?
In the previous round, and now they find themselves head to head.
Uh-oh.
To decide the winner of round 2. And Lucky might be able to catch him out once again,
tough.
and he does. The power position. Whether it's the triple windows, or whether it's top grandmas, pays off. Heretics.
Oh no, Scrap got a kill.
In a row.
That's also 2 rounds where Lucky
wasn't
just
for the
gets
ace.
the perfect reposition to catch Envoy as well. The first round, it was letting him sort of slip through over by Lighthouse. This time, when Lucky wins the gunfight on Scrap, that was bomb.
Yeah,
down.
Envoy
Lucky
hasn't
knows
gotten
that
great
that's bomb down
timings yet.
towards P1, and
He's kind of
if you're
been on the
Envoy, you're just
receiving end of the
expecting Lucky to be
timings.
hanging out, chilling by that helicopter and looking over the bomb, but Lucky takes the opportunity, seizes the moment, knows if he's down P4, let's take some space.
Okay, Thieves are down 0-2.
Just doesn't have time to check. So
Lucky's 4-0.
Lucky. And Heretics happy for the first bloods as well, hunting for the first one here.
Okay,
But Lucky falls.
get first blood this time, but it's
Trades there,
traded.
and that's A-side dominance for Miami.
Also got the RC car. Let's see if that works out a little bit later on. Bomb planted. Here we go. Envoy clears bottom side elevators. Stun check, gets away, draws some aggression. The rest of his teammates now trying to make their way through the other side of the map over towards Spiral. Real gets tags in, tagged up himself though, has to retreat.
Damn.
Pressured out through the front door. The clock's in the red. Metal's into the feed. Heading at himself too.
Oh, he probably stuck him. Oh, he didn't.
Between his teeth. No, he doesn't. All down to Ghosty and damn Daniel. Can you find the 2v1? What a spot to be in. Shoulders in the depths. Real up close.
Damn.
And no hope in
Well, we haven't really gotten anything going our way yet.
How about that for
Gonna
the
need
exchange, right? We got
need a
the
big bounce
first
back
death
round
from
here.
Lucky's perspective there through the middle of the map, but where Lucky was dealing with 3 players, that means whoever's playing the A site is isolated for LA Thieves, and the rest of Heretics capitalize. Real able to just bully out Scrap down low. Have to imagine the
We're getting some rough timings.
there to back them up as well. So Real gets that 5-1 start. 2 players right now from Heretics looking super clean in the game mode. And again, Protocol is a map where you can set yourself apart. And so far, Miami are doing exactly that.
It's 3 rounds in a row. We've seen wilder comebacks. But so far, the Thieves yet to really get effective. Stuns and a good nade.
Nice.
What a slide.
Good
right
first
to the
blood.
site. We take care of Metals, and now we have an opportunity to plant the bomb.
Ooh, big gunfight as well. Yeah, Real versus Scrap. Scrap's got the reads and the damage. He just backed him down, so he shut down that push. And Real, maybe watching players fly, but that's a trophy. Gonna stop that as well. A 4v3 hold on P4.
Okay. I mean, we're just ironing this, right?
Easiness from Thieves.
Don't do it, son. They've got the numbers, they've got all the corners. You got to find his teammates get a little bit of damage elsewhere, but this setup is very, very strong. That's a bad one there. 4-2. The life count. Timing. Oh no, let's a shot fly, and that's enough to turn
Nice.
it.
Okay, we got a round win under our belt.
Thieves, man advantage. Thieves with this setup. Thieves with the round.
Yeah,
One at a time. One at a
4v3
time.
as well. I mean, you can easily leave one player to watch the bottom elevators, and that means, well, one player can watch the elevators. Absolutely no sweat. You get a guy in the
One round at a
computer's
time,
heavy,
baby.
he
That's
can
all we
watch
need.
Big door. That's not a sweat. He's never gonna die, even if there's multiple people. He can just back himself down, and the other 2 players.
Oh,
for the
dude,
Thieves
Gold's
just
not here to
worry about
remind me that I
Spiral,
needed 2 times. I always forget, bro. I'm just so used to like watching the streams like on my own. I just don't 2 times it.
Bounce back round. Thieves were necessary.
I'll
to
2
get.
times it after this round because we're probably like a decent amount
Pretty
behind.
solid spot as well. They're spreading the map, playing for picks. Rancor's got
We made it
eyes on
through.
everybody. Can you find this first blood?
Real was unable to finish a kill either, so the Thieves have got away by the skin of their teeth. Lucky
Hydra
though,
first blooded again.
manages to stop that. Immediate wrap here from Rancor with bomb in hand and the fast plant towards A. Man advantage for the Heretics and the bomb
Yikes.
planted. Oh no, it's falling to pieces. Man advantage.
That's
it's a
not
4v1.
ideal.
Yeah, I honestly can't believe Heretics didn't get a first blood quicker. They had a demon set up to trap the players coming in through mid, and it pays off. Players like Real just so distant on the map, and for Ghosty,
Okay,
Rancor
we're 2
might have
timesing.
given him a freebie there, but the instantaneous trades in Heretics, I mean, night and day, the
times.
difference in their S&D gameplay for the first 2 weeks, and now Real continues to have a field day.
Also, we're up to 8 likes on the stream. Thank you guys for liking the stream. As I said earlier, I'm not always used to YouTube and the fact that you can like the stream, so I appreciate everybody who did that. If you're new here, you know, if you enjoy the stream, go ahead and hit that like button. Lets me know that you guys are having a good time hanging out with me, and I really appreciate that.
Finally, they recognize and start wrapping back, but not before the bomb goes down. Planted in the default.
Okay, we got planted on B, which is the first of this one here.
For the first blood, so Heretics 4v3 on this retake.
He saw it goes to cross.
Jump to defuse, just get on it, mate. Real. Lay down.
Yeah, he
Start
saw him
pushing
cross.
buttons,
That's
no
tough.
worries. An immediate destructive push. Hydra, 25 seconds. Last man alive. Number one. Oh, he can't even get it. Rencor stays alive.
So much for S&D being the thing that I was the least concerned about.
What an unbelievable search this is.
We're not looking very good on this map. Maybe it's just the map. I don't know. But we're not looking great so far.
That might be 3 for Lucky on this map alone, who, by the way, sitting on a 5 streak. And when
We're
talking
getting
about Hydra,
first blooded a
his
lot.
differences in S&D from different stages, sometimes he is non-existent on the map, and when he figures it out...
Hey, I mean, the Thieves blew a 5-1 lead the other day. I think the Thieves could come back from 4-1.
in this game mode.
Or 5-1. It is 5-1. So I think the Thieves could come back.
Thieves on the other side of the stage, though. Lucky's still got his RC to play with.
No, Riel slipped the net here, though. It should be a freebie for him.
Not what you would be looking at, folks.
Yep.
The stats on the bottom side are more important. Real first blood, 9-2. Can he find his 10th kill of the map in this very round? He is on track for it. RC car as well.
Yeah, GG. Go next.
Down and out. That's number 10.
Go next.
Oh, yeah, you get so much freedom. You can do anything you want, and what you want is to kill Hydra for a 1 versus 4. We'll see if the Phenom can bring it to the table.
Timing might be great. He got spotted. Rencor guns him. The Heretics bounce back.
Yeah, Hydra. I told you, dude. Hydra could be an under pick today. He hasn't been playing like himself, man.
Until the end of the series now, folks, as the Thieves just got smacked.
Hey, look, I mean, hard work pays off. Miami Heretics, there was one thing and one thing only holding them back from the first 2 weeks of the qualifiers. It was search and destroy. And a map like that, you can tell they have put the extra effort in. You just had Lucky and Real absolutely shining lights in that game. It might be something like 18-5 combined from those two players. And a 6-1 stuffing there on Protocol. LA Thieves, well, maybe a little bit lackluster in the break. Getting bullied out like that, not a pleasant experience. So it's going to be a fun time here. I am now officially, truly hoping for a Game 5.
Well, very possible. Triple dose Hacienda on its way, and I'm not a doctor, folks, but that might kill some of you. Desk, how are we guys feeling after that one?
Oh, boy.
I'm feeling good, brother.
Wheelin's wheeling over here. Can we talk about this, Ant? Why?
Yeah, Hydra hasn't been looking great, unfortunately.
You're supposed to suck at search. You play a top 4 team. You should get busted on.
Yeah, I mean, they won 3 straight searches now. And they look good. The retakes were there. You know, the map was wide open. LA Thieves in that map just literally don't know what they want to do. I mean, Hydra's literally 1-5 going into this last round. You saw, like, a player just gets top their building off the rip, and there's no response. He ends up finding 2 kills. You have to be able to take initiative in this game. Like, there's a couple different ways you can play it.
Right.
Like, you can all play together, try to bang out one side of the map and play retake, but, like, Thieves just aren't doing either way. Like, slow.
Yeah, I really am curious as to hear, like, what's going on with Hydra.
The middle of the map, right? So for Heretics, they've done a lot of
Because to me, this seems like a game that he would be
They're gonna
really
take that
good
space
at.
if you give it up to them, right?
So
it's
the
just
fact
a
that
concept of,
he's,
like, you're gonna give us
you know,
space,
having
we're
his
gonna
early
take this
season
around, right?
struggles,
The retake comes in, like, this bomb's down, it should be a round win instead of the player gets through, finds a
I wonder if he's just in his own head or,
Heretics, they look good.
you know, what's going on.
Was kind of on watch, especially when it comes to search and destroy. First blooded numerous times throughout this game. It seemed like he is just not able to find any flow. Allie, what is different now that he's in Thieves?
I don't know exactly what is different with him in LA Thieves. I think he might just be getting caught. Maybe he's not used to not having somebody with him, because for LA Thieves, like, I even wrote it down, like, they need to work on their opening duels. Like, they're making it harder for themselves because they're 11th in league and getting them, but they convert it 80% of the time. So they're just giving themselves a disadvantage.
Can I tell you guys what's wrong with Hydra in search?
Hit me.
You know who else is struggling in search? It is Kismet. Maybe they needed each other more than they thought. I mean, when you watched it, it's kind of the same thing, man. Kismet feels like he's lost in search, making plays alone. They have to figure out a world on different teams, like how to work with their new sub duo, because it's the same thing. When I watch Hydra and when I watch Kismet, it's not the same.
Nameless is calling it week 4 of the Major 1 qualifier that Hydra and Kismet need each other. Do they return on the same team before the season's over?
I just think that they were so accustomed to both wreaking havoc on the map, getting into such advantageous positions and being a new nuisance. They played off each other really well, and now both of them have a different sub duo, and they're both seemingly struggling in the game mode.
I mean, they knew exactly how the other played, and I think, you know, they're at the point now where they're not used to that.
We're just going to jump into the hill that basically kind of gave LA Thieves the biggest advantage throughout the entirety of this map, and also just the way they played it together was really good. So we're going to go straight into the mini-map. You know, this is kind of what I stare at the entire time watching a hard point, and it's basically just going to be LA Thieves off spawn here, moving towards P3. There's not a lot of time left on P2 here, and so they're just kind of going for some pressure on the top side of the map and hoping to push through to the end. The biggest player to watch right now is going to be Scrap. He's going to push through all the way to tower and try and get this kill on this guy in Miami, all the way here in the backside of things. So he's going to make this push. Excuse me, my play button is not wanting to do its job right now. But basically what Scrap does here is he is going to push himself into this tower. He's going to get the kill on this guy, and they're going to get the full time here to put themselves in position to get about over 30 points, so that it's the biggest lead in the entirety of the game. And so let me see if I can get it to play.
Let's see.
Teamwork makes the dream work, and helping out.
I think it's a little bit bugged right now, but it's all good.
Right now, we're a little bugged
They're
right
bugged.
now, but basically that was the breakdown.
They're
This
bugged.
was just a big hill where LA Thieves finally were able to pull away and win the hard point.
They get big kills, and then they go on big rotations, and they win by 100. But that was game one. Game three, who has the advantage? You still go in Miami?
Yeah, they've been great in control. I got Miami winning this game 3.
Well, speaking of Miami, they could be fan favorites in just 1 week as we are headed to Madrid, Spain, the official Major 1 hosted by Toronto Ultra. But you have to think the Spaniards are going to be local legends. Nameless, I know you and I are fired up to find out why are so
Dude,
many
I'm still
groups
kind of tight that the general admission for the next major was so expensive.
Why all the roofs are red? Because it looks dope. And honestly, I can't wait to go to the city. I'm going to be staying out there a couple extra days. I can't wait.
One global man may have an answer to this question. He goes by the name of Miles, the Ross boss. Miles, is it Clay?
Stir, the coach of the Ravens.
No, like why are the roofs red?
Madrid, why are they so red?
This guy below me. This guy.
Chance, can you tell us before that?
Dude, they did take my lunch money.
It's just readily
They
available.
flipped me upside down and they shook me by my legs to get all my spare change.
Pretty good at it. All right, go ahead, guys. Talk COD.
Let's talk some Call of Duty. Okay, so now we got.
And then they kicked me while I was down.
We've got ourselves a control hardpoint and S and Dizzle to close this one out. Chance, how are we feeling about this? Obviously, that was a ridiculous bounce back there from the Heretics. 6-1, superb scoreline, confidence flowing, but we go to control.
Well, I think, like, when we're looking at these teams, it's like expectations.
So Optic fans can't give me any shit anymore. I just gave you your org money.
You got new players. How much better can you
settle
get?
down?
Well, when it came to S&D, they made improvements. When it came to control, well, they've slowed down. They were elite on Vault control. They had a
I'm just
perfect
kidding.
record at the start
For
of the
Optic
year.
fans,
But
I'm
now
just
that
kidding.
Hacienda has made its way through, that opens up the potential for protocols to be played. It opens up the potential
It's
for
a joke.
Haciendas
The
to be
people in my
played.
comments seem to
Easy
not know
band
what that
against
is.
Heretics. If you don't want to deal with the Vault control prowess, you just take it out. So now you have
All right,
to be
we got to
good
lock
at
in
the
for
second
this
map. Heretics
posse
have to
control.
add Hacienda, their home map, to their repertoire, or else things are going to begin to falter.
Oh dear. Well, 4-2 for both our squads, but Hacienda, the relative.
Both 4-2, but Heretics are first in defensive win percentage.
Who knows, might get a couple more in season 2 when we get back from Madrid. But until then, we're going to be keeping an eye on Ghosty, who in January alone a 1.22. Plenty of damage there per 10 minutes. We'll see if this amounts to absolutely anything. Are those stats going to tell the tale of this map? We'll find out.
Yeah, clean slide by Rancor, so athletic in game.
Okay.
Not a clue
Good
about
first
in
blood
real life,
here.
but, hey, Scrap gets the first blood. Easy reads on Real. Doesn't make a difference. Where did Metals even just get these
Okay.
kills from? Might have been on the opposite side of the hallway, but whatever
All
just
right.
happened, you get bodies on the point. The
Bird.
B zone to open up. Hydra is behind you, but the front line.
There we go.
getting
4
shot
dead.
down.
Nice.
But how about those trades? Hydra
Get active, Hydra.
gives you 2 waiting in the wings, and now those LAD's red arrows are swarming around your spawn.
Okay, look, 4 dead, 3 dead. Okay. Whoa, if not for Rancor, another 4. Okay, Envoy's got it covered.
Bro, Hydra can't buy one.
Passes the intel to the next lads.
He's going through it.
Immediately goes in to pick him up.
You can tell even just by his face cam, like he died and he was like, "Are you
Once again from
kidding
Envoy.
me?"
This is perfect pressure. The key word here in this series as the Thieves maintaining it. Pressure still towards B though. You're able to get out now. Can you relieve some of it? Lucky Lucky finding nice shots there. Trades once again, but he and Metals, they managed to fight their way through, and they stopped the clock on B.
I'm just worried about this. This might look like, boys, we're desperate for Vault. That was a tough swing of things, but as bad as that was, I suppose it's only a 4-life difference, so Heretics may be able to have a little bit of fight in them as this second tick is going to roll through, and Scrap is going for the power position.
Getting a lot of ticks here, which isn't great.
Here for the wins. Metals wins his on the point. That is a 3 spree on the time, and the B zone might just fall.
And that's that. Great work there from the Heretics. B zone captured, minute 27 of play, and they're
not
on
ideal.
And again, look at the front line. It's Real. Metals might be dancing around 10, and another
not
2
ideal.
go down. Thieves now in a pair of them through the bottom side of the map. Metals with a quick stack. What a turn this is from the Heretics. Pressure once again. The word of the series. Go Thieves, go. They line up. Oh, what a trade. And the fight is done. And A is safe for a second. Ghosty does get brought down. Real's the last man alive now. He's gone. Thieves can finally breathe.
I mean, they have 5 ticks, which really isn't great for us. It's really not great for us.
Whether you're David Bowie or Freddie Mercury, you're happy to find that amount of pressure on the map, but now it's corners up for the Thieves players in and around lobby. Lucky though with a little bit of intel and a nice win on Scrap. That opening sieve, Heretics though, you can see they've slowed the pace down. They know how important these lives are. You have to whittle these players out one by one.
And there you go. The LA Thieves, you can call them Vanilla Ice because they had a sample of that pressure. And
W team nade.
Okay.
W team nade.
Keep going, boys. You've got some space. You were gifted a team kill.
Okay.
Thieves now.
No respawns. That's good. That's good.
Last ones here for the Heretics. 9 for the Thieves. Final 30 seconds.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, well, what's going to happen is
okay. Don't love that we gave up 5 ticks, but we're able to close this round out.
Getting 5 ticks. Like this could have been a round where LA Thieves just completely slam you. And on the life count, that's the way it plays off towards the end, but I'd say all things considered, maybe Heretics sort of happy to cut those losses because on the objective
gave up a lot of ticks, but a round win is a round win. So
maybe not so much fun when you're in those very intense moments. You know you need this like really good team push, and you just start things out with a team kill. That is not a fun situation, and not really a big believer in the clutch. But I don't know. That is just a wild first round. Hacienda Control continues to produce moment after moment.
Wonderful moments indeed. Again, Heretics outside of your one, team kill. That was a really, really good retake on B.
Go up 1-0 in the control.
Perfect timing on the aggression towards A. Nice
we got ourselves offense now.
A was already getting
and stats said Miami is #1 in defensive win percentage. So
now Thieves, it's your turn to attack A and B.
Should be a bit of a difficult,
apparently just A. That's the zone they're going to be
difficult offense here, but we can lock in.
Out, but gives you a blood easy reads on the pressure through the hallway. But
go Dan.
Metals flank. There's Metals at least striking the feed. Trey's coming out all over the place, but not a lot of time on the point just yet. So Thieves not able to stop the clock, and I mean they're stuck on the top side of the map. So the A zone, that's just where they're forced to go. Ghosty finally here, who by the way is on a 6 spree.
Okay.
7. He'll be thinking about a cruise.
7 in a row. Hellstorm. He gets them on the zone. He gets even more. I got yeah, we'll go on that later. Takes up a decent amount of points. But it can be quick time to get streaks here in BO6. 11-6 for Scrap. 11-7 now as he can't get himself out of the garage over towards the A side of the map. Not going to happen. Envoy now pressuring his way through the outside of fences, and it is endless. You can't seem to buy a couple of kills in a row right now for the Thieves, and on away we go. Chill, see how things work out.
Not getting any ticks. This is kind of the bad part.
In an absolute spawn trap,
that
and if
timing.
he's not on the clock, well, it's not going to stop it. So now you only have 23 seconds. His team has made it to support him through the middle of the map, though. So an opportunity to play for
Metals
kills.
is the only one who can really do something here.
Players poking their head up through you, but the coverage isn't there quick enough. And now the clock continues to tick. 17 left. Thieves gotta go.
Yeah, not as successful.
We're gonna need something crazy here.
But it's not over yet. 10 seconds.
Okay, I like that play from Hydra.
Stop it. Whoa, snaps onto his teammate. Hydra is turn. Scrap, thankfully, doesn't take any damage.
I like that play.
Provide a bit of assistance here on the capture. Metals, you heard the reload. Will you check it? Unfortunately, you do, but the perfect disappearing act as the young Hydra Houdini manages
There we
to
go.
stay alive, and they capture B.
Nice.
In the nick of time as well.
That was a
So
big play
close
from
on that
Hydra.
Front, but Heretics not able to get the pressure where they need it. And now, I mean, this is 2 bodies on the A zone. This is already nearly 2 ticks through. They're gonna get the second one of progress. And at least Lucky's there to strike and get him.
Have a
off
minute
in
to get a
time,
tick
but
here.
Similar to what we saw in
We're
round
up
1.
4 in
The team
lives.
on defense has a stranglehold.
Make it 3.
You blink, you miss it, and the round is nearly over. Thieves now have plenty of time and a life lead.
Would be some life lose or 4 lives makes a big difference. Whittle them down 1 by 1. Back over to Envoy. Big difference maker here in the attacking round for the Thieves. 40 seconds to go. Stun checks all over the place. Teammates finding kills. Finding these avenues of attack now towards the A zone. Clear out the top side. And they're going to hop the point. But again, oh, making a good job
read.
to truly clear the top side. Envoy does that. Diligent on the attack. Just about 20 seconds to go. And Lucky, a stalwart of defense. He may have just saved it for his boys. Scrap the last line.
How about that life for Lucky? 15 seconds. Once again, you get an LA Thieves player behind enemy lines, but just getting caught. They didn't want the objective.
I mean, we're tied in ticks though, which is good.
Deja vu all over again from round number 1, where the team on offense.
We are tied in
painful
ticks.
Spot. A minute goes by, they get 5
So
ticks
pretty
of
solid
progress.
offensive round.
So all tied up on the
if you're the
Hacienda
Thieves.
control front between these 2 squads, and maybe the only thing to pay attention to going to the next round is Lucky just had a monstrous performance. Here's a look at the best play where he was able to collect, and he turned this life into
How are your
a
picks looking,
6 spree
Invoke?
as well. So him goes
How are they
to
looking
Scrap.
for you?
They've all taken turns trying out to see if they can get a Hellstorm in the back.
You probably want this to go to
give you
a round 5, huh?
He gave you a lot in the search and destroy as well. So Lucky delivering today for the Heretics teams and fans. We're not done yet though, folks. We swap sides once again. Heretics map point to take the lead here. Oh wait, what the hell? Am I faded? I'm faded.
We all
take that all back.
from time to
There's
time.
no shot. Oh no.
Chill, Ross. I just took a peek at the script. Sorry guys, I jumped a few pages forward. My bad. Anyway, back into it. Lucky still in a 6.
Who wrote it this go around?
I can't remember. Let me check the back.
Real needs 25 and Rancor needs 30 total.
Keeping the capture going. He's got metals there.
I mean, Real could get the 25.
So you remove Hydra from the play and you keep
Rancor needs to get another 20 though.
That Hellstorm, excuse me, has absolutely
Could be
got
tough.
his name written all over it if he can keep this going.
Yeah, Metals just does his
Could
job,
be
by the
tough.
way. So we're on Hellstorm watch for the moment. We can't ever remember what it's called, but what I know is Lucky's job has been
Nice.
made easy. It's just guns forward.
Make sure he
but
doesn't get
easier
that
for
streak.
Scrap is winning that one and taking him off it. So who cares about the score?
Oh, and they didn't get the second
Thieves
tick.
that cared about the zone, not even 2 ticks of progress, and what was
That's good.
sequenced to be a beautiful setup there for Miami Heretics.
That is good.
All said and then ends well, and for Thieves, that's just the time. They're in a comfy spot. They got players all over the map, and if they didn't know where Real was, they certainly do now.
Nice.
One thing is to know, the other thing is to get the kill. So good stuff, Hydra. 45 seconds remaining on
Ghost,
the
you could have a
round.
timing.
And that's annoying. Nice 2 dead.
That's tough.
A little bit of space to work with, and Rancor just cooling off after a big old gunfight. And Scrap,
Nice.
perfect reads and a cranked headset gets himself 2.
You know, honestly, for me, it's Schadenfreude. I hate when players take the swimming routes, and I love to see them die. So my bad on that one, but you know, shout out Scrap. Either way, action back on the B zone. And that's 2 of the feed there from Heretics. So again, a blink and you miss it moment. Last 2 players on the defensive end for Thieves, and they're gonna fall.
Lucky had a
there
big
to take it
two-piece
from
there.
you, just as they have taken this B zone. Last
Contesting?
effort, but that's just
Okay.
gonna cost you some lives, or Scrap gives you 2. The
Nice.
Predictable, and Scrap is undeniable.
Nice.
That's a clean 4 down.
That might be round. That might be round. Look at
Nice.
the P word again, folks.
Let's go.
That's right, and it's the Thieves delivering it once again. Envoy laying down behind. Well, you are dead to rights. Oh my word, the goal line save from the LA Thieves. What a third round.
Dude, the
win.
dive.
Oh, what a dive from Rancor.
The dive.
What a play from Scrap.
Valiant
Yeah,
effort.
and we're gonna check out the best play as well, hopefully, because he had no right to win at least the first 2.
They did sell that tick, dude. I thought they had it, honestly. Huge from Envoy to just get on the point.
Well, you bait for Scrap, and he delivers.
And then big kills from Scrap.
From Envoy and a strap from Scrap. gives you 4, or at least contributing effort.
We'll take that.
24 and 11 performance.
We will take that.
He is a titan in this lobby.
Remember all that talk about the script, boys and girls?
Thieves up 2-1.
I lied. Thieves. What a round.
Held them to 1 tick.
17-9 out of scrap.
So as long as the Thieves get
play.
more than 1 tick, they should have defense if we go
Right-hand side of the screen.
round 5.
Looking for the correct stats right now. A slight lead in the segment war, though, for the Miami Heretics. They'll be getting defense in round 5 if we can get that far, and they're going to want it. Thieves trying to make a case for the B zone, and so far, it's quite compelling.
And Scrap is the entry man for the team as well. So if you don't
Scrap has a gunny.
Take a look at that. The SMG players, they're going to be the last one in line. And unfortunately for Envoy, he's found himself in a triangle of players, but the teamwork there for the Thieves on point.
Oh, I thought he was going to get that one.
Not good enough, but on the A attack, Ghosty stopping the clock. LA Thieves,
okay, 2 dead.
Themselves time. You get Hydra inside of office, controlling the power positions. And while Ghosty gets traded out, Envoy's right there to pick him back up.
Born Red saw the nade be thrown. Should know exactly where he is. Nice work there, up close with the PDW. Beast with a bit of help from his friends.
Nice.
Real, a very tall task now, mate, to get him off of the A zone. Lucky covers his top side of the corridor. Now pressure in. That's Real. Real finds 2 there on the point. A little bit of help from the boys, and they saved the second segment at A.
Yeah, he was 13 and 22 at the start of this spree, but if you're in like spawn kill position,
we're only at 1 tick as well.
You gotta make something of it, but the stun grenades make something of him. And
get something going here to get the second tick.
On the map, Thieves. I mean,
and Hydra's touched, which is good. Nice.
Bounce back over to B. Here comes Hydra. In and out.
Yeah, seriously.
He's got numbers, and now the stack.
Oh, huge.
You could close out B here right now.
Defense secured, which is nice. Either way.
A 3-man stack. Trophies in place. 2-man. It's not over until it's over.
Nice.
There's the secure.
A minute and 40 to work with, and we have 3 dead.
SMG player, and you want to learn how to play on Hacienda. Envoy.
Dude, Envoy's cooking right now.
There you see extra kills being collected in the feed, and they can't get past the front line.
Oh my gosh.
Ghosty.
Let's go, dude.
Now at home, Hydra. Little bit of love.
Yo, the boys were frying right there. They started off. First round was a little slow, but after that, they found their mojo, dude. Hell yeah. Let's go. Thieves take a 2-1 lead.
And after that one play from Scrap, you were a fraction of a second away from completing the capture on B.
I like that. I like that.
Whole map for the Heretics. Scrap had himself a map, folks. We've said that many times, and we will continue to say that until he has a cataclysmic drop-off at some point in his career. And there'll be a YouTube series, and there'll be a heartfelt, emotional, tweet longer or whatever it is these days. He'll do a video, he'll retire, he'll become a coach for another team. It'll be an incredible story. Model, of course, after his role model, Clayster.
We can win an offensive round.
In 10-ish years' time.
They did it, man. Somebody was able to do it. Thank goodness it was the Thieves.
Thieves take the lead.
Yeah, 29 and 14, and we're gonna wax poetic a little bit about the future, but right now the only future is a potential 3-1 win because the respawns have simply been too easy. And yeah, Scrap and Titan in the lobby. He had 27 non-tradeds in the first hard point that we saw, and no one was really there to match him. Lucky had a moment, but that was a 6 spree that just brought his KD all the way back up to 1. Let alone and then some. So Rancor and Lucky struggling just a little bit. Real felt the pressure of that one, and you can see Heretics not quite on point. Anytime you have those moments where like the map is nice and quiet, you just have to stabilize, take your time and work something as a team, and you entry with a team kill.
I'm getting the post map tweet out.
Little moments like that, just able to capitalize, and no questions, I would say, in the respawn game modes, at least for me, for LA Thieves, you expect them to deliver performances like this.
Yeah, I mean, it was outside of, as you called it perfectly, mate, a couple of little mistakes and a couple of turns there for the Heretics that don't quite work out, and then magic from Scrap. That would have been a much closer game of control. A step or 2 behind. And wicked work there from the Thieves. Great stat lines as well. And a decisive bit of work there to win that 3-1. Final moments there. Absolutely superb. There's all smiles there from the LA Thieves as we go into another hard point. We stay on Hacienda, boys and girls. For one of these teams, it might be Hacienda. And we might get a search.
And Hacienda as well for Control. it really seems like you have to be on point as a team because the map sort of delivers a bunch of different looks. You have the opportunity to be creative, offense and defense.
Hacienda hardpoint. I mean, we didn't look great on it against Optic, but I think that's Optic's probably best hardpoint map. And I believe they only lost to FaZe on it the other day, or yesterday, I should say.
P2, you can turn
so
into full 60. P4, you can
we'll see how the Thieves do on it. Scrap was saying on stream that they are good at it. So, you know, maybe they just had rough go against Optic.
Skyline, weird spawns, parallels coming through, bailouts where you can just full send and get mixy. You need structure.
It might not be a hot take, but Hacienda alongside maybe Red Card, two of my favorite hard points in Black Ops 6.
I dig, right? Red Card's fun to play, man. It really is.
Yeah, Red Card really fun to play. I miss Rewind though, can't lie.
I definitely want to play COD again.
So you're listening. Here we go, folks.
Are the cheaters not as bad now, or is it still the same? Have they done absolutely nothing to fix it? Does anybody know?
Until what, halfway through the second set, with Thieves took over. Will there be another?
Because every time I watch Thieves play, I always want to get back into playing COD.
Once they were the sum of their parts,
I mean, I was really disappointed because I actually really enjoyed the way this game played. They're all eerie. Okay.
Confidence is a weapon here in the CDL, and right now a tale of two sets of player cams.
Yeah. For LA Thieves, well, the player cams are obviously going to be happy, and it is because
I'm down
team with the full tool set, right? You need those high IQ rotation plays. Envoy's going to deliver. Do you need the main?
Yeah, for real, dude.
Scrap is going to be doing that and then some. Is it a position where like an AR player
for real?
Needs to rotate?
Ricochet's not even real, bro.
Well.
I'm just gonna say it.
Some people like to
Ricochet's not even real.
King of the hill. Some people
There's
like
no
to
way it is. There's no way. I don't believe it. Because even if there were cheaters in my game, they would be doing no damage, right? That's what the thing is supposed to detect. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's not even real.
I mean, listen, the story for even like Minnesota Rocker has just been.
It's fake.
What's
they made it up.
Been sneaking your way into the 8th spot into the winner's bracket in the final moments. That is a dangerous team to be just chewing there or chomping at the bit rather in that 9th spot. Heretics, you gotta make sure you hold the line, and a big moment here.
Dude, if we somehow get faced up against FaZe
looking at the standings once again,
in our first series of the major, that sucks. I swear, we get put up against FaZe every single time we go into a tournament, dude. It's like clockwork.
We'll get to that. Life is a journey after all. And Scrap's journey.
It's inevitable.
Was pretty good. That was his 34 and 22.
Call FaZe or Thanos.
Again, a bit of a wriggly game to start things off, but with the 55 seconds.
Yeah, dude. They didn't.
Make some
it's not even that they didn't try. They just didn't do. They didn't even do anything. I feel like.
Superb position to be in there.
Like they didn't set anything up. They did nothing.
Just a gunny front.
That's why cheaters run rampant.
Against the other AR players. If it's not lucky,
yeah, I mean, Scrap and Draws on LAN is elite.
Really set the tone, and you know, you just expect it from them.
I think Scrap has a winning record against Draws on LAN too.
We're gonna meme them for the
I mean, hopefully it stays that way this season.
And I suppose it's the exact same.
My only thing is I hate losing to FaZe so early in a tournament because it's like they just came out better that day, you know? Like I don't want to lose to FaZe early on in a tournament, especially this year. Like the last couple of years, it's whatever because the team wasn't, or well, last year it wasn't as bad because the team wasn't really on the same level. But like this team is supposed to be pretty good. If we get put up against FaZe day one and we lose to them, it's just kind of like, dude, come on, man. Like, can we just have one normal tournament run, like where we're actually able to play somebody other than FaZe for once? Like, at that point, I'd almost rather take Optic because it's like at least it's a different team, you know. At least it's somebody else. We always face FaZe. Give me somebody new. That's what it feels like, at least.
Times where a team with like a halfway decent record ends up in losers.
But it does feel really good when we win. So if we end up beating FaZe, it feels really nice to win. So I don't know. I guess there's pros and cons. Okay. Okay, there we go. 3-piece from Hydra.
Loves it. There to give you 3.
Man who wins
there we
it
go.
All, though, is Envoy, the king of the hill, the last player standing until the respawns come through. And boy, are they coming through. Here they fly. Through Bomb Secret, through you, and straight into the hearts and minds of Scrap, who's taken damage, dealt damage to nearly 3 players.
Love to see a masterclass out of Hydra. Would love to see that.
Damage and the kills falter.
If possible.
There to thrive. There's a little 3 spree from him, and able to win the extra one with the Jackal. That is the God gun.
I'm just thinking though, the pressure that Scrap has on himself right now, like it's in the back of his head. There's every time he gets gunned, every time, like, and that felt a little extra pressure now towards
Scrap is 1 and 3 right now, which is not ideal for how he started the last time we played this map on stream.
From Real, what a nade that is as well. Everything being thrown at Zig, you name it.
Oh, Hydra has a pinch.
If you control Zig, you get the time, and that's why
Hydra has a pinch on the pinch. He's got to get there though. What? Rencor got 3? Nah. Rencor's turned, bro.
The pressure as well. How about that for the AR battle?
Oh my god, he just fucking whipped around and he had to world start Hydra, bro. He had to.
Chalk it up and maybe play containment. You don't want anybody to slip through on this rotation, but maybe Rancor able to take a route. Question is, does he just go all the way through? He has 1 battle to win, and he takes care of
good win from Hydra.
Good news for Scrap. His boys there for the trades. LA Thieves, they'll be on the new time first.
Good news for Scrap. He's
don't have spawns though. I don't know if we really need it on this hill though.
That 6-kill game. I will make a request of the
Scrap
observer team if we can get over towards Scrap's POV when we get him to 5 kills. If he can get towards the 6th, but in the meantime, it's all Heretics. It's all Heretics in the hard point. Big 3 out of Lucky. Here's the contest. And Scrap's getting caught again.
Oh, he's so far pushed out as well. This is actually prime position from Lucky. You do have pinchers rolling through, so you gotta start making decisions.
I mean, what side is better to be on for next? Because it's like right in the middle.
There's the first kill, but you see they have lost the time, and the final 20 seconds is worth fighting for. They're pouncing. They're jumping on it. Lucky getting.
I mean, we're getting torched right now.
And a 7 spree and the Hellstorm. How well can he use that tool?
Big wins.
You got a Hellstorm, bro.
Rotation.
Oh, no.
Here comes a big hit. Thieves are in. They break their way through the middle of the map. Lucky's going to be pinching his way through what we call Lambo. Definitely not one.
Nice.
Nope. Hydra, nice work. He's 11 and 8 so far, Big.
Love to see Hydra getting active here.
For the LA Thieves.
Love that. Boat side is better for this hill. So
you don't want to die to the extra cruises though. You got to be careful you land it right.
Well, I guess they got out. I was gonna say.
But it's a pinch right now. The Omega pinch coming in from LA Thieves. Every single
LA Thieves.
Look at those strikes.
Here we go, Hydra. There we go, Hydra. That's my guy.
Horrible usage of the Hellstorm and LA Thieves. Happy for the time.
And they'll take it. 14 and 8 now for Hydra, makes it 15. A 7 spree now on the other side, but he doesn't.
Let's hope this is a series for Hydra that gets him back into the swing of things.
And he gets brought down again. Scraps.
I mean, he's on a 9. 17 and 9 for him. Envoy's having a bit of a stinker so far. Same with Scrap, 4 and 11. Scrap is on a 4 and 23 watch. He's gonna have to get a pick here. He's gonna have to get a pick. Deadass Hydra is like doing it all. There we go, Scrap. No 4 and 23. He's off a 4 and 23 watch. Sorry, Zuma.
What a snap from Envoy. The damage into the second player.
He is still on a 619 watch. Unfortunately, he is still on a 619 watch. That has not changed. Listen in.
One shot of secret, and then low fire. Out low fire. In the back, already Scrap. He's on statue. Just hold. We're gonna spawn out.
Absolute. One shot back statue. Back statue. One on new.
Going straight to new. I'm going to the back.
I have your side wall door. Nothing. Look for Lucky in the back.
Other back, I'm
Giving up wall door.
On time.
Responding on. We're gonna be in lobby.
2 on time, I think.
I'm farming.
Lobby. Weak.
He's going well door.
Well time.
One shot.
Front
on me. I got a side door time.
On time, bro.
Short time. Side door right now. Close up.
Just tweak this.
I still have it. No, my bad. He's on
I'm
time.
gonna streak it up front. Yeah.
Front side time. He's behind the line. On front. That's a spawner. Nice. Good job. They spawned in the back.
Streaking this. Give it a second. 10 seconds. They got 1 trophy at a time.
One time.
Yeah, 1 time with 2 sparrows.
You curve it in the hill or no? Right on the Lambo. Really weak on the Lambo then. Reset.
I have Lambo. Right side Lambo, weak.
I'm gonna route here, guys.
One shot now.
Okay, they're gonna be pushing.
They're gonna RB through the flag.
Alright. Backing up flat. Yeah, we got this shit, boys. I'm picking up 10. Alright, I'm all the way 10. Can you guys do like window and shit?
I'm trying to.
Spawn. It can be plat as well.
Spawn to mid.
Yep.
Top flat right now. Window.
One shot elbow, rancor. Really weak elbow.
Dude, the
Elbow
timings.
in plat.
Elbow on me.
Elbow in plat.
And one's front.
Alright, no, never mind. Just
Front, Lucky. That's the guy window. One window.
I'm gonna go in. Window done.
Nice. I'm
I'm
repping
full
our
low
side.
left. I'm putting me in One time it's weak. I need it outer. And the one in the back. In 10. Win you. On time Lucky dead. Or inner side.
Inner, nated.
Inner.
Go inner.
I'm picking up flat. I'm done. Block you.
I'm blocking.
When you.
Thieves, good comms from one side of the stage. The kills and the time starting to mount, but our team in the lead. It's time to go to the other stage. Miami Heretics, listen in.
Nice, Ghosty.
No llegamos a tiempo, ¿verdad? ¿Me podéis esperar que voy a flanquearle? Esperadme. Puse el Lambo, creo, Hydra, Lambo no le veo. Tengo uno, blanco, uno, tú.
Nice Hydra.
Lambo una bala, tengo que pillar el medio. Uno Lambo y 2 medio. Están pushando los dos lados, ¿vale? Está en Lambo, vamos a coger el de Lambo. Medio, bodega abajo y blanco. De blanco al blanco. Está arriba del Lambo, muerto el sitio, Chema. Blanco y bodega. La roca está muerta, Paco de cara. Es Juan y para Zambi. Lambo. Y medio, voy medio. Dos Lambos ahí. Tienes trophy, ¿vale? Puede estar en medio, chavales. No tengo blanco todavía. Tienen de cara, tengo medio. Hago echar de cara. Ando de cara. Otro mal medio, tío, él fue cara. Vale, voy a pushar medio. Vale, escuchadme. Jugar aquí el jorear ahora, bro. No tenemos el rojo, ¿vale? Uno en Lambo está abriendo hacia el medio, ¿vale? Tienen ellos el Ambos flancando, pozo. No hacen al Lambo. Pues no sale el embarcadero. Hace tengo uno, bro. ¿Dónde sale? El embarcadero, muerto. Embarcadero no veo a nadie, Abajo arte, Chema, abajo arte. Arte, esquinado. Paco arte, ¿vale? Sí, lobby. Tengo un arte, tengo lobby ya arriba, ¿vale? Tengo arte. Vale, rojo izquierda. Arriba sí que tengo una bala. Otro más.
Great work. Heretics have got themselves a sizable lead chance.
Okay, down about 50.
Yeah, and I gotta say, man, once is a
We'll lock in.
twice is a pattern. Scrap double negative. If not for Hydra having, I mean, a masterclass 29-19, a Titan in the lobby. But at the same time, if you paid attention to Lucky, he has another Hellstorm in hand, and one he honestly might need. A battle for the spawns, though. Ghosty trying to hold the line. An interesting spot between him and Rancor. Little dance battle out towards the car, and Rancor comes out on top. The lead has been closed. The gap a lot smaller, but Thieves with a lot more pressure on them. But look at those spawns. You got Envoy.
You get spawns, which is good. We just have to break early.
Yeah, they commit a whole lot to that hit. Ghosty, is he going to get the timing on this pinch? He might. Does he get the kill?
That's a good kill.
It's an indoor hill, brother. It's indoors. It's inside. There's a roof.
It's a big roof.
Hydra learned that moments ago. Oh my god.
Brother. There's no one on the outside of the hard point. They all find their way in. Spawns flip for a Mo. Hydra on a pinch.
Okay.
They get 2. That's the real question.
Dude, it's the worst Hellstorm uses we've had all year, and it's all of them on a single map. Huge gunfight, though, by Real, at least to try to get you out of time and keep things mixy. So Heretics come out on top of the chaos and still end up winning the battle.
I mean, they can't win here.
They're gonna have a sizable
We're gonna have to lock down new, though.
Scrap time going to the
Good
Heretics.
first blood.
Rotation towards new all the LA Thieves. We have to see them hold this. Otherwise, we're going to a game 5. Mid-map coverage. You let Real through. He and Metals find their respective kills and now the pressure directly towards the point. It's all down to Envoy. The rest of the lads have spawned up.
Nice. Big kills from Hydra.
What a turn. Hydra
Nice.
from the inside, and now the reinforcements arrive. The
Here we
Thieves
go.
are alive.
Yeah, Rancor with the hot hand though. He's on the force.
Oh, the pinch though. They have a pinch.
He's gonna deliver huge wins in the hill. Gonna get broken down. Scrap gonna be that last domino to fall.
Those were fucking insane wins from Rancor.
Last ditch effort to sprint to this time.
Rancor choke slams 2. Last ditch, 5 seconds. No one's getting close. Ghosty over the top. Finds 1. Can they contest? Yes! Metals with the kills.
Okay.
Oh, what a win! Thieves are alive.
We're still going. We're still going.
From Hydra, he is doing everything he can. And as long as he's not calling in a hellstorm with the gun up, he's hot. But for 2 seconds, here's the pinch. Lucky gonna strike the plug from forward. Heretics, their moment.
Yeah,
they got it. We're going to a game 5.
Yeah.
Rancor is animated with good reason. The play there from top.
Oh, dude. Hydra just had the fucking best series he had probably all season. And we still lose, bro. 35 and 25. He was doing everything.
And you're not wrong, bro. I'm rewinding the Hellstorms in my head. They're not. There's 3 other hot points that are way better to use it on because they don't have anywhere to hide.
Yeah, the first one from Lucky was just incredibly unlucky. He was going into Lambo, probably going to call it in, but Hydra just makes the perfect play, pushing it out. Hydra, by the way, having a phenomenal performance in the respawns. We'll test his S&D again just a little bit later, but just a wild map. Yeah, Hellstorms, out of control. None of them were effective in Scrap, as said before. Once can be a fluke, twice is efficient.
That wasn't on the menu.
Him and Envoy not having themselves a good time. Maybe they just spent so much time on the hill that it was easier for Hydra and Ghosty to slay around them, but certainly painful there on the scoreboard. And on the flip side, it was mentioned on map number 1 for the Vault, Rancor's been elite in hardpoint. He struggled against Scrap in map number 1. He delivers here on map number 4. And the AR players, the difference makers on Hacienda. A close victory towards the end, but it was that one P2 hill they got a near full 60 on, flatline LA Thieves. And again, P4s, P2s can be money hills. You gotta be structured, you gotta deliver, because moments like that win you games.
A big game to win for the Heretics, and yet another game 5 for them to play now. We stay Hacienda. We'll see if the patterns mean anything. The 6-1 protocol was a real sight as the Heretics with unstoppable confidence walking away with a dub there. Now on Hacienda, will that be the case as well? Folks, a nail-biter for sure. The Heretics have had more losses than wins in this side of the map. And the Thieves, we go back to Hacienda for another game 5. Other side of this break, folks, we go down one more time. Search and destroy. Game 5 after this.
Yeah.
So front and back house, like so bartenders. Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The Esports World Cup is an official partner of the Call of Duty League.
Austin fully staffed Chili's probably has like 25.
Oh, they probably hired like almost double or triple that.
210.
210 people?
Yeah.
Damn.
I was like, there's gonna be nuts. No. Some of these people that were there, I'm just like, oh god, like, respectfully, like, I would not want. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just some, like, I feel like there's like a look to like quality, like customer service people. Some of these people were just like, no. And I'm like, look, you probably consider this. But also, like, we would have
Damn.
figure it like this. I don't know. It's like
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're just trying to see who will work.
I think that probably intentionally overhired. That's you're opening a new spot.
Yeah.
I think you need to come in quick.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
We need Optic or Phases ISPs. I mean, we're playing in the same building as Optic. The Thieves are playing in the same building as Optic.
He's locked. He said, my bad.
Wait, hold on. Was he the greatest sniper in this? Oh my god. He was hella good. It all comes down to this. Mason running it down. He's trying to no-scope. Ricky trying to no-scope. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh my god. Even hit him. Oh.
Yeah, Destiny. The tough part is Hydra went insane that map, and we just didn't have enough outside of him to get us over the hump.
I literally top up.
Put your head down and secure the target. Planting the bomb.
I need him top up.
He's in a little thing.
Come in. Come back in.
I've already bombed that.
Yeah, bombs out.
That way.
I can kill that guy.
Above you on the gear.
No man.
No man's right now.
Hit them again before they
baby.
Hey, bro, I'm on Mars, right?
I'm on Mars.
To make the play, it's been all about him all tournament long. It can come down to a 1v1.
Dude, that's fucking nasty. That snap is nasty.
I maintain one of the most disgusting snaps I've ever seen in COD history. That one from Priest to there. But enough of the past, folks. It's all about the future, or better yet, the present. And what a present it is about to be, folks. We've got ourselves another Game 5. Miami Heretics have forced it here against the LA Thieves. We stay on Hacienda. Will it be another horrible Hacienda for the Thieves, or can they close this one out? The first protocol chance, 6-1. Absolute smacking. The Thieves did not have fun. It's a different map, different vibe, different everything. How are we feeling?
Look, Gibbs wrap with the bow tie. It's going to be an interesting
Definitely feel a little more nervous now than I did. I can't handle this, bruh. After this map, though, I think the Thieves Valorant team is playing. So if anybody wants to watch Thieves Val,
it's just coalescence of storylines. Can Heretics deliver? Ice up in the clutch. That's been their biggest issue.
I think we'll switch over to Twitch and watch the Valorant match if you guys want to watch that.
And again, my eye is continually on Hydra. In this game mode, he just struggles. It has been a yearly problem for him where he just goes through stretches and periods where he can be a liability in the game mode, and then he will eventually ascend to one of the best players in the game. But we'll see if he can deliver that here for the map number 5. Obviously on the side of Heretics, well, these guys have been here before. They will be here again. A 6-4 victory they had on the map and clean on the conversions, which originally was their biggest problem. And of course, though, when testing the ice, things are going to get nervy. If you're an armchair psychologist like I am looking at the player cams, Heretics have just brought Thieves
Gotta lock
down
in.
to their level. Everybody focused up and feeling the heat.
Well, 2 times after this because it's already started. I don't want to do it like mid-round.
Either site. At a moment's notice, he's waiting for his teammates to open the play towards B.
We can't play scared. I feel like that was the biggest problem against Optic, was we played a little too scared.
Over to the corridors now. A seems to be the site of choice, but who will get the first blood?
Okay.
Hydra
with the first blood.
It's great teamwork. In effect, a little bit of bait there from
Okay.
Scrap, and yeah, players getting
2v4.
active, and
Love
is
that.
just a good read rolling through. Envoy doing his job, getting the bomb down, and Metals and Rancor trying to deliver a 2 versus 4, but with no intel on the map. Scrap in a cheeky spot, and I mean, no one on Thieves making a mistake.
Do like this
15
corn.
seconds to burn. There's the first gunfight being taken by Metals, but well, you're running out of time.
Nice. Good shots.
Rancor. Metals tag.
Good shots from Dan. There we go. That's a good round 1. Good round 1.
Decisive first round.
And I like that as well for a first round look. Like, spread the map, try to get a little bit of information, start making moves, get that pressure over towards Fireplace. And once again, speaking of Scraps S&D, he's willing to get in the mix and be that sort of first man in, able to set his teammates up for the trade. Great reads on the flank that is rolling through. And then obviously Ghosty just there to slam the door shut. But an important first round for LA Thieves to get in a sort of classic S&D style play. As well to get things done.
3-1 off the rip here for the boys of the LA Thieves on defense. Looks like Ghosty's going to be the man going towards that sort of dark.
Do you want to go right after this series?
Closed. Heretics have taken over a
the
lot of
Valorant
space
team is
here
like
by the
about
A
to
side.
play, and this series is almost over, I think.
Real can time this right and hit these players above. A lot of noise made with the door slam. Oh, and spots a little scrap.
Okay, Envoy first blood. That's big.
Dude, that is a submachine gun. The Jackal is nuts and Envoy's out here just breaking this round down, and now Real's getting chased. I mean, he's got Hydra and Envoy hunting for him. And in the meantime, the bomb, I mean, you flip sides of the spawn, but you haven't gotten down just yet. So I'd say for Thieves, in a pretty nice spot. Admittedly, though, they have lost track of Real, and the bomb's going to get planted. Thieves on the opposite side of the map.
And B-bomb site as well,
I think Envoy's going to get picked here. Unless he checks this corner.
Go Lucky, you're gonna have to be more than that, mate.
Ooh!
What a win from Envoy. Lucky finds one on the approach towards the bomb site, and now the quick turn. And who is that? He's kept them at bay. It's Scrap. Unable to pick up too much there. Picks up the flank though. And what a reposition now from Lucky. Last man left alive.
Nice.
Spots him out, reads the play, gets the defuse, and the Thieves will be up 2-0.
That was a crazy win from Envoy. I thought he was dead to rights.
Gunfight win he had against Rencourt, frankly, disrespectful. Shouldn't win that one, but he just.
I thought he was dead to rights.
And then the second one as well. It's a nightmare to have to like come in through Zig and attack that Lambo because there are, so many corners to check. Guy laying down behind the Lambo. We have the Paul X spot that gets used of like guys behind the car, but Envoy.
It's crazy.
Just peeks it and shreds him.
Oh my
gosh. Like, it's not even a hard read. He has to react to that as well. Envoy out here single-handedly.
That was gross.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
Breeze now starting to develop across the Thieves. And the awkward buzz of an RCXD through the middle of the map. Stun doesn't connect. We're going for it. We're going for it. It's going to buy you a lot of space over by the A-bomb site. And if anything, parked up, not going to let those players. Uh-oh.
He's zooming. He's zooming after him, bro.
Can't quite get
good first blood from Hydra there.
Start to go up. Real finds himself at least a kill turning into a 3v3, but shenanigans done. Back to business.
Well, maybe more shenanigans are going to continue because that was bombed down inside of you. So your hand is going to be forced. And any intel you had on these players of Miami, you lose it. You know they're around the hallways, but now it's more of guesswork. Always confident someone's going to be by office, but now the question is, do you read Hydra? You absolutely do not. There's a free kill, and when Hydra's getting bloods and S&D, or at least performing, you're feeling great about your odds, but the player on the other side of the map, Heretics, swarming back towards A.
He's got to get there fast. Versus Lucky.
Gun.
That's once again for the Thieves.
Here we go. 3-0. 3-0, baby. Good start. Good start.
This might just be the
keep the wheels turning here.
Well, Scrap 3-0. He's hanging out. Ghosty, I think, is yet to fall as well. So he's busy. I think Thieves right now with a lead like this, they're just trying to figure out where she is. Find her. She'll be a major one.
She's in the next round. Keep looking. Heretics, we've had a couple of nice looks. We've just been able to close out a decisive moment, but 3 straight for the Thieves. Is 4 kills in a row for Ghosty, 3 there for Scrap, 2 for Hydra.
Scrap with the Astros.
Yeah, big Scrap. Here we go. Scrap starts off proceedings. Trades.
Damn, good read from Rancor.
Nice shots out of Rancor. That gives you a big advantage, Heretics.
It's good stack and a good read. Flanks rolling through on one side from Hydra. And they're not planning the bomb either. They're waiting to find these players before they actually go for that approach. Heretics, they are not looking forward to getting caught at all. And last time on offense, they did full wrap the bomb through spawn, and they favored the B site in the end.
Okay, we got a little bit of intel, which is good.
Might be the play call once again, but Heretics, for the moment, happy to take their time.
And again, with the player in top office, it means you still have to worry about the B site. So Heretics have played their numbers, played the time, and they should be able to plant this. Here we go. A bomb site. That's where the party's being held. It's being held right now. And LA Thieves, you've just received 2 invites in the mail. Please RSVP. Hydra won't make it. It's all going to be on Ghosty. You coming to the party? Yes, you are. He's coming alone. He's doing the best he can.
That could have been crazy.
Heretics, finally.
That could have been crazy. I mean, there's like no way you read that though, right?
And so far, this is deja vu from the protocol, but just with teams taking places. Exact same thing in that one where Heretics went up 3-0. Thieves won a round, and then Heretics just ran away with the game. So LA Thieves still in prime position to reflect that map number 2 in the game 5. Heretics, though, want to keep things going, but the problem for them on the defensive rounds, Thieves has shown you a few different looks. There's nothing clear-cutter, cookie-cutter about their approach. It's going to be a tough one to deal with. Envoy again, bomb in hand, clearly leaning towards that A site, and a 2-2 setup for Heretics on the defensive end. They'll meet him here.
Ooh, they've got through. Hydra v Rencor.
Nice, good first blood.
Gets in, Real doesn't check it. Rencor could push up here and hopefully find something, but he's still worried about fences. He's worried about the players on the outside, and now a fast B-bomb site rotation.
See, this I don't mind because we got that first blood early and we just instantly go to B.
Not reading or responding to this pressure at all. They are left
Nice. Another good gunfight.
These are the kills you're looking for him to get, and now he's pulling the disappearing axe. Rencor on the chase eventually is going to get him. This will be a 2v4 clutch from the AR players that will simply not last. LA Thieves are quite literally running circles around them.
This is going to be 4v1. There's no way, Lucky, surely. Bomb planted for office side. He's got to do something unbelievable. Completely open.
Nice.
Scrap peels it. Got a couple of kills there on the round. LA Thieves 4.
Hydra's looking much better. Happy about that.
I've been saying Hydra's name, talking about his sort of lack of S&D prowess from time to time. Right now, having himself one hell of a map. So that's the bounce back you need. And Heretics right now.
Let's hope that based on that that last map, maybe Hydra's kind of found his flow a little bit. Because I mean, COD's a momentum thing, you know. It's a big momentum thing.
Heretics get sort of caught off guard by it because when you watch these play the map, they wrap the bomb endlessly. That was the name of the game when they played against Optics. So they've showed their hand, haven't changed too much, but for the moment, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. As Mouse looking to try to get on the board. There's the first blood on Hydra. Did not want to live in this round.
Ain't broke. That will
got
be
the trades, which is good.
That dollar should be gone after that nade. Real, good. You've seen a red dot. And now Rencor. Oh, yeah. You got the intel. You know where he's gone. You heard the door. 3v3. Bomb in the top side of the map, but Scraps on a wrap.
You know, Envoy could make a play here.
A game of corners.
Oh, he's gonna get bad timing.
Dramatic music to close.
Still got the trade though. 2v2.
Scrap once again, go and walk about over the top side of the map. Ghosty doesn't know where the bomb's been picked up from there by Real, so still alive in the play. You might bump into Scrap on this road.
Jeez, I think Ghosty might.
Oh my goodness, Hacienda. A haunted house
nah,
of
he
horrors
didn't.
right now.
Damn.
Catches an errant Ghosty. Scrap though.
Oh,
Scrap.
huge.
It's a 1v1. Bomb recovered. 15 seconds. Scrap has sent it. No way. Are we going to make it in time to get the
No way, he doesn't have time to get there, does he?
Perfect play, though.
Oh my god.
Rencor ran and hid for his life and Scrap.
Nice.
Easy dub.
Huge from Scrap. Huge.
Hide from him, but Scrap inevitable. Rancor not
love that. Love that.
In that one in Scrap, we've talked about the aggression he is willing to bring. He brought it again right there. 9-1 in S&D. In the battle of the ARs, he is clearly coming out on top.
Oh man, it's so hard to just catch that moment. And Scrap, lovely centering every step of the way, finds those kills.
He definitely would have gotten the plant down.
Though, man, if Rencor just pumps the brakes and pulls his knife out, that could have been a legendary moment. But alas,
Okay.
Heretics not producing anything legendary. Dude, they're playing so scared.
No one sticks to the script. I'm just saying. 5-1. Heretics.
Should be an early bomb plant here.
And the Reaper is knocking. And here we go. It's
Like
another
this.
wet one from Scrap.
Scrap's getting behind enemy lines. Oh, they're ready for it though.
Hey, you get the first blood.
Wrinkle is ready for it.
Obviously, you need this round. There's your opportunity. Hit that go button.
They're going. 2 in a row. Corner now. Perfect check. Wrinkle finds them. It's a nearly immaculate turn here.
Damn. Okay, let's not do the same exact thing we did against Optic. It's gone the same way, literally the same way. We won 3 rounds, then we lost, and we won the next 2.
That's a fun one as well. A little bit.
Let's close it out here, huh? Let's close it out here, guys. I can't do that again.
Playing just a little scared, but at least able to fight. But now they're going to have to produce on the offensive end. And again, these rounds have all been scattered. There is no clear path to victory. Sort of no
lock in here
in the Thieves setup. So a difficult play call to make. What are Miami Heretics going to elect to do? Because they've been taking their time to go for these plans. Typically running down towards A. This time...
For real, Destiny, that's how I feel. Have to hang this shit. I will never wear this jersey again. I'll have to wear something else on match days. Just bad. It gives bad vibes or something. Ooh, good timing for us, I think.
They have not picked up on the player on the pinch either. So now a perfect counter-attack opportunity for the LA Thieves. You got to win your ones. You got to make sure those trophies are absolutely in the right place at the right time. Envoy gives up his position.
Nice. Good first blood.
Starts his flank. Scrap on the other.
He's just wasting time. I love it.
Allow Hydra to get in there and get the kills. Medals now dancing.
Nice.
Scrap, Hydra, Ghosty all find their respective kills.
There we go, baby. Let's go.
Oh my God, a weight off their shoulders. The LA Thieves.
Oh man.
6-2.
Let's go. We closed it out. We closed out the series, closed out the map. Looked much better. Looked much better. Hydra looked much better in the last 2 maps.
Perfect first blood on the flank. He gets out of dodge.
And I'm saying much better in the Hossie search. I'm not saying the entire series. I know there's still some things that the Thieves need to work on when it comes to the series itself. But yeah, I definitely feel better now. Oh man.
Hacienda Hardpoint certainly is going to be haunting Scrap, but outside.
Yeah, Hacienda Hardpoint. Scrap is kind of struggling on that one. I don't know what's going on, but we won the series. We'll take a series win. Chance, I love your sweater, brother. I love your sweater.
It would have been better for them in the
no hate here.
But we'll see how
no
that
hate
develops throughout the rest of the weekend. My goodness, a great series there. Closed out.
All right. Now we got to switch to Val, I think.
Close. It was close.
Wheeler.
Almost.
What happened?
Hey, man, we get to game 5. These guys forgot how to play S&D. I don't know what to say, man. It was so close. I really wanted that one. But LA Thieves and Hydra right in the ship. Finally look good in the search.
Yeah, we were in here, we were watching, and we called out the fact
no
that
hate. We love Chance over here. We love Chance over here.
One drawing first bloods. This is the Hydra we know and love. LA Thieves, though, took a while to find their footing. Why did Miami give them such a hard run?
I mean, I think Miami's a good team. I talked to you about, the respawn from them, how they've been solid there. The Hacienda looks clean, and they've made some great improvements in Search and Destroy. I mean, we all watched Protocol. We talked about it in the game break, how good they were there. But this LA Thieves team, man, adapted throughout the series. You saw a lot of the Hydra in the game too, getting first blooded, not getting loose out there. Well, there's more leeway on this map. It's not as cut and dry as a Protocol can be, right? So on Hacienda, you can get lost. And there were multiple rounds where he got lost, and really where Real was getting shut down, to be honest. Died at the hands of Hydra a few times throughout this map, and it just opens up the map for the rest of the LA Thieves team. Some nice rotations, good picks, and honestly, that last round, a beautiful retake.
On the positive side for Miami, Rancor Rookie of the Year? Do we just give him the honor now, Allie, or do you think there's more faces
we
rotating
just kind
through?
of put the crown on Rancor. I mean, I think it's been really like what's crazy to me is that Rancor wasn't really that talked about. You know, 'cause Miami's not really that team to talk about. And it kind of reminisces me of last year, like when Gwen was put into the league. So it was kind of like so much pressure on your shoulders as a player plugged into a roster that isn't already like a top 4, top 6 type team.
All right,
so
now we got to switch over to Valorant. That's what's next. We got the Valorant match. I think it's happening right now.
A little bit in the series, they can add Hacienda S&D now, and Hacienda Control is still pretty solid. So good for LA Thieves.
You know, I took 6 years of Spanish. I don't understand much of it. But I do know Rancor was talking a lot during those listen-ins. Yeah. If anyone who is a Spanish speaker can tell me, is he contributing solid stuff or just always chatting? Because it seems like he's commanding the troops. And as a rookie, that's impressive stuff. For now, though, we got to scuff play of the game. I know what this guy says, unless we have to bleep him. He goes by the name of Scrap, and he laid down the damage. 3,800 plus in map number 1 on his way to posting 34 and 22.
Yeah, he balled out in the control as well. And like,
now, I think if I start...
in the respawns that they've lost.
If I start
generational run on Hacienda, where he just needs to figure it out, because every other
if I start watching the Valorant match, I think I'm gonna do it on Twitch. I think I'll switch to Twitch because I don't know if I can do it from YouTube. I mean, I can, but I don't know if like that's something that could get me flagged.
For you, bro.
Yes, Yo, Scrap, man, what's going on Hacienda, brother? In the HPs, like, is it just because you're behind, like you didn't play that year? Like, tell us why you're struggling on that map, because other two maps you had 30 plus.
Yeah, why I'm struggling on the map, I couldn't really tell you. You know, if you're gonna be asking me, I feel like I'm getting shot in my back a lot. Maybe I'm not in the right spots a lot of the times. But I don't know, man. I'm definitely not playing on it. Definitely not playing well right now on it. But you know, I'm playing well on other maps, so as long as I can fix it up going into the major, then that's all I really care about.
Yeah, and then quick follow-up here. I see Paco's right behind you. You know, I was looking at your guys' search, and he just hasn't been the same. Like, not the Paco who you played against him, who's taking over S&E's, finding a ton of first bloods. Why has that been, and how are you guys getting him into a position to be that Paco once again?
I just think putting him in spots that, you know, he thrives in. Like you said, like when Paco's running around, getting like in your base, getting in corners, being ratty is just when he plays the best. And I think recently, you know, in S&D scrims, in practice and stuff, we've just been playing really well and trying to get people in better spots. Honestly, the second map was not us. We already chalked that up to like, we're not playing with any info. We're letting them do whatever. But you know, the last map looked pretty good. Looked better than the last time.
I'm glad you talked about that map number 2, because I guess my follow-up sort of is, when it comes to search and destroy, are you guys kind of just always on the same page? Is it one of those situations where you're hot potatoing play calls? Is it one guy that's kind of taking the lead when it comes to search and destroy? What is LA Thieves' kind of identity when it comes to that game mode?
Yeah, in search, you know, I'm a big believer in, like, I don't really think there should be one IGL, especially in Call of Duty. I think it's like whoever has the hot hand, whoever's feeling something, you know, call it out and let's just do it, because I think we start second guessing and you start hesitating is when you run into problems. And I think right there we did a really good job of just knowing what everyone was going on and just playing the game together.
Yeah.
Scrap, my brother's coming to Spain. He hasn't watched any of our matches from the qualifiers or the minors. So give him the drama breakdown. What are the big storylines going into a Madrid?
Oh, big storylines. Let's see. You know, obviously you got the me versus draws. That probably won't ever end for the next 5 years. You know, obviously me versus Optic. People love watching me play Optic. Honestly, us, me versus Toronto. You know, I feel like it's just me, bro. Like, we need some more people talking shit. Like, let's get into this. Like, come on now. Let's boost this shit up.
That's why you're my favorite. Scrap, we got to let you go. We got one more match. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
That's my guy. Give him all the gas. He deserves it. And congrats to LA Thieves. You are now sitting in the second spot. Let's take a look at our standings as Toronto, the only team without a blemish. Thieves now move up to 5-1 right there with Optic.
Let's go. 5-1, baby. 5-1.
All
right.
Come back. It's Boston, Atlanta, match 3.
Here's the stats. The overall. Scrap finished with a 1.3 plus 21. Hydra actually finished positive with a 1.05, which is good to see. Ghosty with a 1.23. Envoy the only one negative with a 0.86. And really, I don't think he had like a bad series. I think he just had a couple. He had that one Hacienda where he just didn't play very good. And even with Scrap having the bad Hacienda, he still finished with the best KD in the lobby. So he I think his searches really boosted him up, or not the first search, but the second search really boosted him up, and then the map one as well. But that's a 3-2 victory for the boys. Happy to see it. Now, would you guys like me to switch over to Val so we can get back to some more 100 Thieves content?
Welcome to this week's show. This weekend we saw the top Call of Duty teams compete at the U.S. Championship held at Full Sail University. In a surprising turn of events, Strictly Business, the 9 seed, came out of nowhere to dominate the bracket, defeating 9-time champions Complexity twice to secure the #1 seed at the Call of Duty
All right, guys. I think we're going to switch over to Twitch, and we're going to throw on the Valorant match. So I appreciate everybody who tuned in. And we will be live again on Sunday, first match of the day for the Thieves. So keep an eye out for that. We will be tweeting about it again once it goes live. But if you are interested and you want to watch the Valorant team, then come stop by the Thieves Talk Twitch. That's where we're going here to watch the Valorant match. And hopefully we can get another Thieves dub today so we can have back-to-back Thieves dubs. That would be great. But I appreciate everybody who stopped by, left a like on the stream, and excited to see you guys in the next one as well. Hope you all have a good rest of your day if you don't decide to swap over to the Twitch channel. But hopefully I can see you all there. Peace. Have a good rest of your day.